And we're live.
Meow, everybody.
What up,
And meow
Mora?
to whoever might be seeing this on the replay.
No one replays my shit.
Oh my god. I love the humble heart you keep.
I don't get. Listen, I know my lane. My lane is usually
It's
my lane's.
okay. People, we kept it real. Other people who didn't keep it real, that shit's hilarious right now.
Real like what the?
At least people know what we look like.
How you? Oh,
It may not be
oh, wait.
great. I may not be Cindy
All
Crawford.
right. And I'm not exactly Brad Pitt myself, but
Let's see.
well, 1 second. Hi, I'm a guy, and I'm an actual guy. Hello. That sort of shit, I guess. Which I didn't think would be so early in the conversation.
Right, it's
And,
hilarious.
and everyone's burnt. Everyone's feeling burnt by it.
I know. The only thing I could think of is that they must have been whacking off to her too. Or him too.
I mean, that's. I mean, like the duping people and shit like that. That's been going on for a long time, though.
I know, but oh, Lordy, people are.
Oh yeah, I know. This was just another egg in the basket of
I know, it's so
the,
funny.
the community, what everyone calls it, the community.
I know, so many people got just like, and I'm guessing, just judging by that, people are jumping on the bandwagon and getting on it, but like, a lot of people are probably like salty. They're probably wondering about their sexuality right now. Wondering if that has anything to do with it. Well,
Uh,
technically, don't worry. Technically, it was the image of a chick. Just one chick you were talking to.
no, actually, the questioning of sexuality came into when Ellen Page turned into Elliot, because there was a lot of there was
I ain't
a
catfishing. She was straight up about it, or he
but
was straight up about
no. But what I'm saying is like there was a lot of guys that were like, Ellen Page is cute. I mean, Ellen Page was cute as hell in those X-Men movies.
it.
What up?
Meow.
What up, Yuns?
Yes, Lasha Bora.
How you
Oh,
doing,
yeah.
Yuns?
Hey, did
Yeah,
you hear
right,
about
that
everybody
way.
getting catfished? It's the funniest shit I've heard all day. Me and Slasher have been keeping it real for a couple of years, and everybody wants to go jump, like, head over feet over some pandering, like, geeky pixie thing, like, oh, wow, I bet she's so cute. Oh, man, she tells me all the things I want to hear. Turns out it was a dude. The news. So they're whacking off.
Yeah,
They got.
Yuns,
yeah.
I'm sure you heard of that whole
If he
debacle
voiced
going
Twitter, he might
on.
not have.
Well,
But I thought
sort
it
of.
was hilarious.
I've only heard about it today because Vigilante Williams was saying, like, he thought it was a bit bad, I think, and that.
I don't know.
Well,
But
there was a lot of people I saw on Twitter
They were
that were like,
salty. They were unusually salty if
yeah,
it didn't actually
yeah,
involve them.
yeah. And not only it wasn't just dudes. There was a lot of girls too. There was a lot of women who were like, I defended this person and this person.
I do feel a little bad for that.
Uh,
Like, ooh.
yeah,
all
But
right,
then
but
for the
that's
guys,
what
for the
I'm
guys that are
saying.
probably feeling kind of insecure
But
that they got
but
catfished by another
that's
dude.
what I'm saying though. When you're in the job of deception, you can't just fucking stick to one demographic. You gotta cast that net real wide.
Well, I'm
yeah,
so
yeah.
hungry. So, man, I woke up today and I think it was like yesterday or today. I finally saw the name of who it was, and I'm like,
Yeah. Well,
I was like,
well,
yes.
yeah. Well, this is just a warning, isn't it? Don't
Oh
presume,
God, that was
especially
me so bad.
online, isn't
That
it?
part. I'm sorry.
Do not
I tried to look for
presume.
the radio edit version. They didn't have it.
That's fine.
Yeah, because like there was a few sort of like dudes who would just dress up as a woman. Because there was one, wasn't there, who was like doing oh twots sort of you know, just lied on a bed probably in that, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, it turned out to be a dude.
But okay, but wasn't this dude also like sometimes pretending to be a white girl and showing a picture, and other times pretending to be an Asian girl? Being, from what I
I
understand.
don't really know that part, but I just know that people were sounding salty because they found out the pics weren't of the person they thought. I'm like, oh, pics were exchanged, were they?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes.
Love
Yes, they were exchanged.
Like
it.
Yikes.
you,
Fucking yikes.
like you
And
was saying, so
you know, when I say pictures exchange, that means
Yes.
so
Yes.
that dude has got a shit load of
It's a
pictures
two-way
of the
street.
YouTuber's dicks all up in his
Yeah.
mouth.
It's a two-way street. Yes.
Oh man, can you imagine? Like that person's got receipts to the likes of which I have never seen.
well, there is
Like, oh
some.
yeah, I can talk shit. You're dirty and stiff. Let me show everybody.
Yeah, well, there is some people who will just make themselves to be someone else just to get more viewers or
Oh
money and
yeah,
that.
and I think they were using a filter. Like a couple of times they were on camera. It was a filter making the
Voice
face look more
modifier
feminine.
too, right? Wasn't
Yeah.
this person also using a fucking voice changer?
I do not know for sure.
Well,
You would think so? I mean, unless he just has a not very baritone voice. I mean, I don't have the most girly voice, so I mean, you know.
Yes, but you don't sound like a dude.
In my head, I do, but it's probably because of the vibration.
no, but we've seen you though, innit? It's like you've seen
Yeah,
me
we're
because, like,
actually seeing her. Yes, we seen you working out. We seen
yeah,
you boy right here
You
right
didn't. You don't
and-
sound like your face. I mean, but we know you do.
now.
Like
Okay,
yeah.
the beard threw
I'll
me
do
off.
this
You don't sound
again.
like you have a
I'll do
beard.
this again. Here's me
Well, I
right now.
can shave.
Here's me
I
right
don't need
now.
to shave. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
You're
I'm not a
verified.
I'm not a little Japanese girl. I'm not pretending to be a little Japanese girl, whatever. There you go.
Yeah. Well, but like
There
until
it
I
is.
see someone and that, you never know who they are.
What up, Darius?
Poor Darius
Yeah,
should be
right.
winding like 5-10 minutes. Then you see that scene where I'm losing it. It's funny. Oh, unless you already did, because he's laughing his ass off.
I mean, listen, yeah, people got duped, but you know, like it's the internet. Motherfuckers
Yeah.
get duped all the time on the internet.
Well,
This is
yeah, and the
not
ones that are the most
this is not a
salty.
new thing. This is not a new thing.
No.
I mean, for the people who were like speaking up and trying to defend their friend, I do feel bad. That I do feel bad. But for the ones that are just acting all like
Sheepish about it.
they've been being like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to say the word simp. Like I don't want to say it like in a bad way, but if they were that, like that would be it.
I mean,
Like
the
they're making
simps.
fools of themselves.
Yeah, the simps. They're
Right.
probably well. Yeah.
What's up,
It's like,
games? How you doing?
yeah. Yeah, it's like simping. It's like one of them things where you probably know you're not gonna get anything, but when you're simping on something that even if you did get something, you won't
Okay,
really want it.
do
Yeah,
you know what?
you're like,
Do you know what it's
Yeah, why
similar
would you think I'm a teenage girl?
to?
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. That's the
that's
thing.
fair. I mean, happy hentai and speak Japanese. I mean, that's fair. He never actually said he was a girl. Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
But when someone actually passes himself off as this,
Yes.
yeah,
It's not the
like
same.
purposely.
It's
I mean,
not.
even if you want to have your persona to be female, like say you want your like a trans maybe persona on YouTube, whatever. But I think it's I do feel bad though. Like it's kind of funny, but it's also kind of cringe because
Sad,
you've got
sad
some
and
private
painful.
pictures. You've got some
Yeah.
private pictures of folks,
Yeah.
and I feel like
Well,
that's What?
Do you think he played Tomb Raider a bit too much?
Yeah.
And he just thought, right, well, seeing as I'm online, I can be anyone I want.
I do not.
But okay,
No
there's a
one's on
bunch
to
of
see someone,
But
isn't it?
yeah, but
there's,
you gotta make sure, like
there's a
if I
bunch
was,
of lonely
I mean, if I
people
was
all
like the
across the.
slasher, for instance, and
But
like
there's
he and I talk on Messenger. We've talked on like Facebook Messenger, FaceTime, and like we know who the hell we are. You
Oh
know,
well,
yeah,
yeah. I
yeah,
also
you
did
you
plenty
got.
of.
I mean, even if you're not trying to marry the person or whatever, make sure you at least FaceTime them because I mean, if you're willing to show them pics of stuff, like you better be on each other's Messenger. You better trust each other that much.
yeah. Well,
But
like on my channel, at first I didn't show my face and that because
Yeah,
same,
when I
I was
first
the
saw your
same
name in
thing.
the chat, I figured you were a chick because Jen sounds like short for Jennifer. That was my assumption.
yeah,
You
oh
didn't say
yeah,
you were a girl. That was the assumption I made.
yeah. Well, yeah, and my avatar and all is a bit sort of
Well, yeah, it's just a person who likes architecture. That could be guy or girl.
yeah, yeah. And so, but I did like me. I talk and that, so people would hear my voice and that, and so they'd know
Yeah,
like
when I
I
hear
was
your voice,
doing.
yeah, totally guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
and then later
But,
on, I did
but it is
show my
so sketchy
face.
when someone goes out of their way to purposefully
Yeah, the
Yeah,
purpose is
yeah.
fool
to
Well,
somebody.
dupe
That
people.
is scandalous. Like it's
You,
funny, but it's also scandalous.
you
I'm very
when you
conflicted. It depends on who sent what.
when
Like, cause
you
some people are gonna
when
be like,
you
ha, and other people are gonna be like, bro, I'm so sorry. Depends on if I like them.
when you start to dupe people, that's when it gets into
Right?
like.
Like, I'm not doubting that it was money exchanged at some point. Like,
But
they probably
that's what I'm
wouldn't have
saying.
given her money if they knew her wasn't a her, for
But I'm
instance.
saying that's when it comes into like let's get the torches and pitchforks territory. Like
Ooh,
I'm not
yeah,
one to I'm not
yeah,
one
let's get into
I'm
that.
no
We need to fight on this
I'm
now.
not no I'm talking about and get them the fuck out of here. I'm not talking about
Oh yeah, a lot of
like
people are
at their own
blocking
house.
in, blocking, and like I don't know what all
But
everybody's doing because like I just kind of catch what's coming across my feed and I'm like,
yeah, yes, I
I'm
was the
not
same
actually going
way.
and looking on Pixie's
I was like,
channel or
what the fuck is
Twitter.
going
Like I don't
on?
care that I don't care. I don't care hard enough to fight that much. If it
Like
comes across my feed, I'm gonna laugh.
Twitter last night, I was like, wait, what the flying fuck is going on? I was like,
Oh, Darius. Well, no, you're not trying to pretend to be a girl and dupe money out of people though. And me, like I try to plug, I'd be like, yeah, we could try out that dollar button next to the chat if you like. But Adam's will check, y'all. Hey, I may be weird. I may not be charming, but I ain't lying to y'all.
yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like, if they see like some name in that, and it's got like because apparently he had like a female pixie as his avatar in that, and
Right?
they see that, yeah,
I
and like
was doing the face changer thing.
Yeah, I saw someone mention like in a comment somewhere on there that like a face filter was used to narrow the face to make it look more feminine. Is my guess. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. And
Right,
so
yeah,
many
well,
people do stream without showing their face, so
yeah, well, as I
I've
say,
seen
like,
Pete and Pixie all over the place. Like I don't think I ever followed them. At least I don't think I have. I have to go look.
I don't think
Maybe
I
fair
did
enough.
either, but
If
I
someone
think
follows me, I'll probably follow them back. But it
that's
doesn't
what
mean
I'm
like they
saying
did it.
when I restarted my Twitter because of the asshole. Uh, I think that person might have followed me.
Possible, but yeah, as long as you didn't send pictures,
I
as
never
long as you didn't send
interacted.
pictures of your third leg, you're all right.
Oh yeah. There was no hey, what's up? Here's my balls. There was no.
Oh my God,
Just,
I knew this one guy who used to be in the army. Well, he was in the army, then he wasn't in the army, and he re-enlisted, and now it's been like 10 years. I don't fucking know where he's at, and I don't care. But anyway, he had this prank he liked to do to people, like especially on his guy friends. Like I'd hang out with him, and I was pretty much the only female, and he'd hang out with his guy friends, and like he'd go to because he told me like the prank he was gonna do, and so
what up, JJ?
meow
Sorry, JJ.
meow. So funny.
Yeah,
I was ready for it because he told me what he was going to do, and I'm like, dude, that's so wrong. Because you know how you see something out of the corner of your eye, you automatically look, and you know it's without thinking. Kind of like if you look over, you see someone's got their zipper undone. It's not like you're trying to stare at the cross. You just happen to that catches your eye. You know what I'm saying? But it still fucks with people. So he would like straight up like put his dick to the side, put these through the zipper, and then walk into a room and go, "Does anybody want some bubble gum?" And like people would just look down and be like, "Oh, you know." And that was like the prank he liked to do. It was so funny. And everybody was, I was like, "Oh my god, dude!"
Okay, what in the
Don't do
fuck?
that.
What in the fuck have I just walked into?
You say that all the time when you walk into my. Every time you walk into my stream, you say that.
Well, no, dude, no. Right before I closed the YouTube page, I heard you mention something about your dong, man. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And then now Moira was talking about got shit hanging out your pants. Like, what the hell?
It's all because a lot of people got duped by a pixie.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Hey, Darius, what's going on, man? Scroll up. Come on up. Join us. Have fun.
Yeah, Darius says I might have to show my face one day. I can actually say I have seen his face.
I've seen his face too. Yes. I've seen his face.
Again, he's also not trying to pose as a chick, trying to do money off people.
I've seen his face kind of the way that my my Twitter picture kind of shows.
Right.
Bruh, it's a picture. How many other ways can you see it?
Well, you have like 3 or 4 filters on it, so it looks like some kind of weird reverse, negative.
God, I hate filters. I really
do. Hey, JJ, remember when everyone that was a dude was trying to look like a chick, and everyone that was chick was trying to look like a dude, and they were taking these pictures. They were taking these pictures left and right on Twitter last year.
Oh yeah, the ginger swap picture.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I was about to say, man, when I was younger, man, I used to wear my hair like Steven Seagal, man. I had a fucking ponytail.
I know.
On my back.
I seen your old picture.
Yeah, you know, and I'm just saying. Yeah, I used to think everybody's like, man, when you go to cut your hair, you look like a girl. I'm like, no.
I'd be like, honey, does that make you uncomfortable?
And all the women at the time were getting these short bob ass hairdos, and this is when the shaving started. But usually they had you know, it was just weird, man. I'm like,
I did not see that picture of Darius. Darius, I must have been like asleep when that happened because I didn't see it. Because somebody was wearing a flowery ass shirt, I'd have seen that.
Oh, Moira, I went in and did something in the studio that I want to make you aware of.
Oh, now?
I noticed the color changes and what you've added to it.
Okay? I accidentally changed the logo. I didn't mean to.
No. Just hear me out. On your brand tab, when you're in the studio, you look at the very top. It should say Profile 1, Brand 1, or something like that. Use that one. I made a second one.
Oh, her. Yeah, I put it in the wrong place because I thought this was background. And I was like, oh, shit, I have to go down. So that's why it's duplicated. I'm like, oh.
No, you can remove whatever you don't want out of it. Use that one. I made me another one.
Oh, yeah.
That way we ain't got to keep swapping back and forth and trying to figure out, all right, who's using it tonight? I made my own.
I didn't think we were having any trouble with that.
No. I know that. It's just, I don't know how much it could hold. That's why I went and just started to make another profile.
Meow.
Cool. Anyway, back to Dong Speak.
Dong Speak.
Hey, you gonna cheat on us with creepy little book? You suck.
Who?
Darius gonna cheat on us.
Listen, if you want to watch something, I ain't gonna bitch. Listen, if I have one goddamn viewer, I'm thankful.
Yo, listen,
if
Darius,
I have one goddamn viewer, I'm thankful. I ain't that person.
I just got 1,000 viewers.
I used to be a hardcore creepy little book person, man. That's what you found every night.
The letter M with cat ears, dude. That sounds cute. Can you add like some little whispers to it too? probably be super cute. He like this and this like.
But you go back a couple years on Pete's channel, it's all recycled. He talks about the same thing. He's got a pattern that he goes and he talks about the same thing. When he's done, he starts right back over.
Dang.
I've heard it all. I've heard it all before. He's a great guy. Don't get me wrong, but I've heard it all before.
I mean, he seems alright. He did get mad at Tina one time. Kind of yelled at her.
Yeah, I know, but they've been like that for years.
Well, I didn't know that, but I was like thinking, I like Tina. Don't yell at her, bro.
I heard mad people talk about this person, and I never watched the video.
I've seen a couple of them. Some were like kind of creepy. You might need some anxiety medication, some creepy shit.
Yeah, he talks spiritual, paranormal.
Can't anyone say that about any single person that's on YouTube?
What?
If someone could say we all need anxiety medication.
Dude, okay, that's true.
No.
Yeah.
Someone could say that about.
You got me there.
No, because if somebody needs anxiety medication, for me, I'm not.
Oh no, not for you. We met in general.
No, just in general.
Yeah, I was talking about like if someone were to say you line up 10 YouTubers, right, and they're all different sorts of topics, right? You will probably come away with watching those 10 different content creators, thinking at least 5 or 6 of them have some sort of mental problem.
Well, you got to stop and think about it for a moment. And I mean no offense to anybody here right now on the panel or anybody in the chat, but if you're watching YouTube that much, you already have a mental problem.
Exactly is what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying.
My roommates.
It's like YouTube is like the chicken or the egg. Does it require someone with mental problems to start a channel, or do you end up developing a mental problem because you have a channel?
My roommates do not watch movies or TV anymore. The only thing they watch is YouTube.
Yeah. I mean, I'm almost in that same boat, JJ.
No, hold on. They won't even watch a live stream. They only watch videos.
Okay, that's just fucking weird, though. Okay. Not even a live stream?
I've tried to get them. They're usually in the next fucking room. I try to get them to watch my own shit, and they won't.
You sound like...
You also sound like...
Raise the rent, you fuckers.
He also sounds like he's whispering right now as to not, like, startle.
I am. They're in the bedroom right next to me.
He doesn't want to startle them.
I'll say it for them in the back.
Because, trust me, I could fart and they could hear it.
Oh, my.
Not saying a loud ass or nothing, but we're close.
Paper thin walls or something?
Yeah.
Jens, what do you think about the thing I said? If most of the people are going to be on YouTube all the time streaming, there's got to be a little bit, some bats in the belfry, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So look, what's that exhibitionist? It's like most of us are all we don't mind being watched and that, innit? Because we're practically like showing everyone like our lives and that, innit?
According to Ellen, apparently this dude was sending pictures of girls of questionable age and was taking people's money.
Yeah, I heard about that.
That was more than just catfish, it was straight up dude. Tell Kronos to come visit us.
Dude, what? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking
Wait,
to?
JJ, you dropped from the soup? You dropped from Jedi
Bill's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I left the soup because you seen the comment I put in the chat, Moira. Some unwanteds were starting to show up, and I just wanted to leave.
Yeah.
Well, JJ, you're always welcome here, bro.
Well, I asked Moira to come help me because
I went over there and I didn't see her anywhere. So I was
but
like,
yeah, we started talking about cartoons and toys and stuff. She just dipped. She didn't even say bye.
that's literally what the title of the stream is about, is toys. What did she
Yeah.
fucking think it was?
She thought she'd start go all on her own about her art. I'm like, yeah, but I
That's what
can't
her
try to
fucking
talk.
channel is for.
Yeah. She tries to push her shit everywhere she goes. She can't talk about what everybody else is talking about at the time. And I asked her flat the fuck out. She goes, I'm tired. I'm like, then why the fuck are you here?
Hey, and did a point come across to your question? Did did uh did anything come across saying anything about your question, JJ? No, it was just silence, crickets.
Do what now? Say that one more time. I was reading.
When-
I was
when-
reading what Darius was what had wrote.
When you asked that question to her,
Yeah.
did you get a response, or was it just crickets?
Oh, I got a response, but it's hardly ever a response I care to hear because it's the same repetitive bullshit over and over.
Gotcha.
There's you reach that point to where it doesn't bother asking no more if you really want an answer, a real honest to God answer, because Slasher, if you came onto my streams like, yeah, man, I'm tired, but I decided to pop in here, blah blah blah, dude. If you're tired, why are you here?
Oh, well, also, if I do that, I'm going to do that to support you, and I'm not going to fucking be like, oh, woe is me the whole time.
I would
I'm
never
gonna
expect you to.
I'm going to come through to support you, and if I do make a comment like that, please forgive me if I ever do, because I would never mean to, but
Slasher,
I'm saying
what I'm
if I
saying
do, it's just going to be a passing comment. It's not going to be
No.
the basis of why I'm there, is what I'm saying.
Well, listen. You know me. You've known me long enough, and I've told
Yeah.
you a dozen times or better. Yo, I can't come on tonight. I got to be up. Or man,
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't gonna bother. I'm not gonna waste your time to come on here just to say that.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
she
what I'm
went there
saying.
just to probably like.
But with that being said, I do have to go.
You know what though?
I'm fucking with you.
You know what? I wouldn't have been surprised if you weren't fucking with me right there, because I'd be like, oh, that's just typical JJ.
I try to be random, but I'm always so predictable.
But yeah. Anyway, I just the playing victim thing. It gets a little old.
No. It gets a lot old.
Like,
For
man,
everyone-
I think half the subscribers probably came from like sympathy.
You know what? I got 244 subscribers. My first 100 I got being a mod. The second 140 some odd, 150 some, before I hit 200, whatever. I've actually had to work for and actually try to do something with. Not that I'm trying to get monetized, mind you, but I actually worked for the shit. I earned the people that I got, and I'm sorry. I don't see how anybody could be that fucking interesting when it's the same shit over and over.
Why do you think
every
I
other
do what I-
YouTube channel though? Holy shit!
Then why do you
People talk about the same subject for like,
and that's why I try not
they
to.
have like 30 people in their chat. I'm like,
All right. I'm saying, why do you guys think I do what I do on YouTube? Where I'll pick like a random video game or a random comic book or a random movie. It's like I'll talk about it, or I'll just have random people on a stream and we all just talk our own bullshit. We just all go down the line. It's like I'm
That's
not going
another
to
reason
make.
why I left.
I'm not going to make 900 Brie Larson videos. I'm not going to make 900 WandaVision videos. I don't do that. I don't do that.
No. That's why that I can listen. I do a show for a TV show, a roundtable for a TV show. And then I do my own shit. I can't talk about the same shit.
No,
Dan-
it gets tiresome.
Danny's all the time saying, "Listen, I'll talk about it, but after about a week, I ain't talking about it no more. So don't ask me."
It gets tiresome.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, I don't understand. I mean, I can understand making multiple like streams if like your each stream is talking about each episode. But like if it's like a movie or whatever, and you're just talking about, you just keep breaking down the same thing.
And
Like,
don't bring the movie up 6 months later because everybody's already forgotten about it.
no,
Yeah.
let me make sure that nobody forgets about it.
It's
Let me make
no,
sure.
I left over there because the reason why I went, which I should have known considering the source. The topic was about basically retro toys,
Right.
and I was all up in it. Yeah, I was ready to talk some shit, right? I even went so far and played part of the Mask intro, but the whole panel was like blah 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 blah.
I saw like the first like 2 minutes, and I'm like, what the fuck is all this?
They can't.
by the
Not to be mean, but it's like,
They can't talk about any subject for long.
well, I already know I can't, so I don't even try.
You've been able. No, I'm saying, but when you were brought on panels, you were able to talk about subjects.
Well, yeah.
Anyone here that I know that was brought on a panel when there was actual subjects to talk about.
Oh yeah, if I'm guided correctly, yeah, because if they're talking about it or asking me something about it, then I will respond about it. Yeah.
Woo-hoo! Sorry.
All right.
Oh yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Okay, Darius is coming up soon. Darius will be here in a minute.
Yeah.
See Darius, he put in the chat, man. Don't leave yet, JJ.
Well, because you said, oh, by the way, I gotta go. You said that real quick. It's like,
I was fucking with you.
you were the YouTube assassin. Just come in here, kill shit, and leave.
That's what you're supposed to do, right? Leave no witnesses. Nah, guys, I don't shoot nobody. I don't kill nobody. That was not an admission of any guilt. No, I don't. Jens, how you doing, man?
Yeah, doing all right. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been kind of quiet, man. I'm kind of wondering.
Well,
'cause you came in and
talking
you came in and
Mara
started talking your spiel, JJ.
But-
I'm not doing the fucking spiel tonight. Okay.
No, I'm saying you were just talking your your usual JJ low key grumpiness.
Oh,
Like,
I was running my mouth. Okay.
JJ, even when you're grumpy, you still sound like chill. I don't know what it is about you. You don't raise your voice because
Is that southern twang of so relaxed and oh yeah.
Oh hell no! Listen, I am Southern, but I hate the fucking twang, and I try to fight it.
yeah, but I'm saying
It's so relaxed, so it is.
Even when JJ complains about stuff, he has a nice, chill, calm voice about it.
And a fun delivery. The
Yes.
timing and delivery is
Oh
great.
yes,
too.
oh yes.
That matters.
Oh.
That matters.
Yeah, and you know what? I know. At least Slasher, you saw some of it. My last randomness, I opened it up. The first hour of it was a rant.
I know.
And I didn't get out of pocket, did I?
No. Oh.
And it was a rant.
Oh
And
wait.
it was-
That one where you're talking about basically fuck these people.
All the bullshit going on, man.
That shit was
Yeah.
great. That was great.
Yeah. Yo. My live streams don't get maybe 85 views. That one's almost at 200 right now.
Noise.
Mm.
Man, that's one of those ones you get your popcorn. You're like,
Yo, Jay,
Yeah, I don't want to be negative all the time, though, man. Everybody's
no, but
drawn
once in a
towards
while,
negatives.
you need to throw some shade.
Look, I think something about JJ. I watched that Army of the Dead with.
I am so
Darius?
sorry.
Darius.
Yeah.
Darius.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah,
How you doing?
yeah, there it is.
You watched it, Jens? You
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
watched it? It
I
sucks.
saw it. Well, it did it in parts. I think what it was is it was one of them films that tried to please everyone, but ended up pleasing no one.
No.
Yo,
No.
we watched it. We watched it the other night, and literally the next night, as luck would have it, one of the guys, Geishkar, did a review of the movie, a live stream. And he goes, "You want to come up?" I'm like, "Yeah, I do."
to talk shit about it? You came in just to talk shit about it?
I'm talking about. I don't say this very often, but when they started asking me about the movie, I said, "Yo, it was fucking trash."
Which movie?
Army of the
Dead.
Dead.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard it's pretty bad.
Batista was in it.
Well, the storyline was bad. The storyline was like it was written by a bunch of like people who's never really.
No, hang on. No, the storyline wasn't that bad, but in typical, Zack Snyder fashion,
We had to drag it out.
We needed a lead up to everything that is happening, and I'm like, yo, we don't need to know half the shit going on.
2 hours and 20 minutes.
I mean, the storyline, as in there was like bits of it that didn't really make much sense, and that it was like.
The opening credits was the best thing about that movie.
Yeah, but the main problem is why did he pay money for Batista to go and do a bank heist when he could have just paid Batista to go and get the zombie head that there was wanting to do, and he was like,
because you know why? All right, I'll say because Batista was the bold one. Batista was the honorable one. That other guy who collected the zombie head.
Zach intended that as an homage, or do you think he just thought no one would notice?
I think you know what? You know what? It might have been both. Darius, it might have been both.
I pick option 3. I think he just don't give a shit anymore.
Oh, okay. So let's just wipe our ass with everything from the past and try to make it the future, right?
Yeah.
Well, some good bits in it, because as I say, the Batista fight scenes, but Batista is really good at fight scenes because he's from a wrestling background, so he knows how to like fall and have someone smash a chair in his back.
Yeah, he's also a giant wall of fucking roids. So that doesn't hurt.
Roids, that's funny.
Well,
a giant wall of roids doesn't hurt for action star appearance.
No, it don't. But as I say, he's still good at like knowing the like fight patterns, because it's like a dance routine. You've got to know.
Well, if you're a pro wrestler, you're already a fight choreographer.
Yeah, but there's different fight scenes in the. It's with wrestling. You basically just keep to your fight set.
If you're a wrestler in general, if you're a pro wrestler in general, you're two things wrapped up in one. You're an actor and a stuntman.
Right.
Yeah.
They call it sports entertainment.
Right.
Yeah.
I used to think about that.
But you still got to learn them stunts, and it's, as I say, with Batista, he's real good at learning them and that, because he's got so much of a background in that sort of field that like his fight scenes were real good. I thought that they were very impressive.
He's not a bad actor, because I think he does Drax pretty good.
Oh, well, forget though. He's a real good action hero sort of actor, but you wouldn't put him too.
He definitely has the look. I'll say he definitely has the look,
and he's got a sense of humor.
More so than
Cena.
I'd say he has the more convincing look than Cena does.
Yeah, but when he's got to sell emotion and that,
Well, Cena has
he can do it, but he can't do it to one of them where you'd be like, oh yeah, he'd be able to play like.
But look at John Cena though. There's something really wrong with this man. He has one expression.
Yeah,
Yeah.
goofball. He has a goofball expression. He looks
Yeah.
goofy.
Oh,
Sure,
what's up, Pastor?
Sure, he's a big jacked up dude, but he looks goofy.
Yeah.
What's
You're right.
What's up,
going on,
Hey,
Darth
what's
Aster?
up, Darth Aster?
How you doing, man?
But
Good,
Moira, my dear, you know I have the utmost respect for you,
Yeah, sure, Darth. If you want to come through.
and she's not even listening.
No, she's not. She's also muted.
Yeah, she
She's paying
all the
close
photos,
attention to
yeah.
something because she looks like she's frozen.
We haven't seen no,
Oh, there she is.
she's
She's
looking up. Yeah, she probably hasn't seen that Army of Surgeon or Army of the Dead, Army of Darkness. That's Evil Dead 3, innit? Probably hasn't seen it, so she.
Well, I'm wearing a goddamn Army of Darkness t-shirt right now.
Yeah. Good film, that.
Nice.
Because with that Army of the Dead,
Here you go.
yeah.
Hey, boomstick.
boomstick. Yeah,
This is my boomstick.
I got a boomstick for you. Never mind. Wrong thing. Sorry.
Isn't there a song by AC/DC? Tonight, White Stick Goes Boom.
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not an AC/DC fan.
Okay.
I mostly know the mainstream AC/DC stuff. I don't know that one.
AC/DC's got loads of albums out. So.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Depends what thing.
I like rock, but I've never been a DC fan ever. I don't know why.
You know, what kind of drives me nuts is when people call AC/DC heavy metal. It's rock.
No, it's rock.
You know what? There's kind of like a gray line.
Yeah, because like
It's kind of like a gray line. Like
Well, also same thing with Motley Crue. You know, they're not
Guns N' Roses.
but Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses. You know, I know they're not as old as AC/DC, but it's just arena rock or the very earliest versions of metal, but by no means heavy metal.
Oh, what's it?
Yeah,
what's
it's
it
like hard
called
rock.
these days? What's it called these days?
Yeah.
Stadium rock. Is that what's?
Arena rock.
Yeah, arena rock. Yeah.
Def Leppard, Guns N' Roses, Bon Jovi. You know, arena rock.
Yeah.
Europe. Never mind.
Well,
That.
then they also have like hair metal, the category of hair metal, because Motley Crue is definitely hair metal.
It's all
Yeah.
all rock and roll to me. I don't care.
like
Mhm.
cock rock.
And yeah, Lemmy always said that Motorhead wasn't heavy metal; they were just rock and roll.
Yeah, I think that's what Slash used to say about Guns N' Roses too.
Mm-hmm.
Lemmy used to be in was it did the Silver Machine?
Moira.
You hear that song? The Silver
Jeez, your
Machine.
hand's disappearing.
Whereas in the phone
Yeah,
zone.
Yeah, so my background's virtual. I don't have an actual screen.
Okay.
There's nothing behind me. This is all software doing this. Hence the XSplit V cam above my head.
Oh yeah.
Hawkwind. That was what it was called. Do you remember a band called Hawkwind?
Yeah.
No.
Lemmy was in that.
Yeah.
No.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. You said, I've got a silver machine. I got a silver machine.
Never heard.
Like, yeah. He was in that band for a bit. Like
See,
that.
what I like to call it at its height, man, is when I was growing up. Even though I'm not a fan, AC/DC was one of them. But then you got Molly Hatchet, Leonard Skinner,
Mhm.
Foreigner. What is that? Deep Purple.
Oh, I love Deep
even-
Purple.
Yeah,
You know what? You know,
yeah, man.
I like Foreigner songs to like sing along and laugh at them. That's why I like Foreigner.
Yeah. they are cheesy. Or they're one of them where if you've got a girlfriend, then yeah. But if you're by yourself with your mates, then maybe you want to skip a few of this.
What up,
What's
Darth?
up, you? What up, you tentacle freak?
What's up?
The great old one.
Dang
How you
right.
doing, man?
No. He's a young one compared to me.
Well, you know, from
From a
Lovecraft,
perspective,
Oh,
yes, a great
the
old
great
one.
old ones were like the elder gods that don't care about humanity at all.
Welcome,
How you doing, man?
my young.
Doing all right.
Yeah, good to see ya.
I finally finished chapter 3 to my liking.
Moira, hi. Yeah, you.
Took
You
me
got
all night.
snap
to get
out
it.
of it. She's muted. She unmuted herself.
I rewound the thing and got the clip. We were talking, and I was like, when I found out the name and did that song bit, I'm like, when you feel kind of bad about people getting catfish, but for some it's inappropriately funny, and then it's that clip of me going like this.
Moira.
People are gonna be so salty when I do it. Like,
Yeah, right when we lost you, we were talking about Army of the Dead. And
I heard a
my,
little bit of it.
and my dear, you know I have the utmost respect for you. But next time you suggest a movie, I'm gonna have to question your intentions.
Hey, did you see the preview? The preview looked good.
No,
That's why it's a
Yeah.
preview.
Wait a
It
minute.
Well,
Well-
and it had the music from the song The Gambler. It was all
hey,
good.
but at the same time,
I had
at
the
the same time,
teaser on.
I'm not a horror fan or zombie fan or nothing like that. See, I was already not a fan of the film, and then I watched it anyway, and I'm just sitting there like this the whole time, like, really?
Okay, isn't that new Zack Snyder movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
The
2.5
teaser.
hours. It's 2.5 hours worth of bullshit.
2.5
Yeah,
fucking hours.
It could have been cut to an hour and a half, and
That's-
an hour and a half of Batista
But-
just kicking
Alright.
ass.
But
I was
time out,
asking
time out.
I was asking JJ during this movie. I was like, "Is Zack Snyder incapable of making a movie under 2 hours?" And JJ literally said to me, "No." He was like, "No, he's not."
no. All right, now listen, Hester. I don't want you to. If you want to watch it, by all means, watch it. You know,
Yeah, at your own.
don't let our thoughts turn you away from it. It's
exactly.
Well,
I'm just
Personally,
giving
we
it a
thought
try
it was
anyway.
crap.
Because
yeah.
You
Personally,
make-
we
it's
thought it
got
was
some
crap.
good bits in it.
You make the
Like-
choice. You do it for yourself.
I'm going to do it just out of my own morbid
Yeah.
curiosity. Because
Well, there's some good fighting scenes in it.
I'm not
And
going to
there's
tell
some
you nothing
really
about the
good
story.
Fight,
I will say
There's
there are
really
some
good-
good fighting scenes. Okay, I
Yeah,
will say that.
and
Ah,
some really
ah,
good
ah.
ones with Batista, because he does a scene in that where he's beating up these zombies and that, and these zombies, even though they're zombies, they're right athletic and that. They're like flying around like ninjas. They're like more like ninja zombies than they are like zombies.
Yeah,
but he's
yeah.
beating them up. But,
Yes, they're like if the zombies could move like the Predator.
yeah, but he
That's
takes them
what
out well,
Predator.
though, doesn't he? He takes them out well. As I say, the
No. Here we go. Best comparison right here. Darth Hester, did you see the third Mummy movie?
yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay, remember how the dead moved in it? Just kind of fast, erratic, kind of ninja style, all over the walls and all kinds of
They
crazy
did
shit.
that in the original Mummy.
Okay,
Remember the bus scene?
that's what this movie is like. That's what the zombies are doing.
Well, isn't
It's
it
like-
like co-done by Stephen Summers as well?
Don't know, never saw it.
Because Stephen Summers did like at least the first 2 Mummy movies, at least. I'm not gonna say he did the third one. I'm not gonna.
Well, I don't want to spoil it for
'Cause-
you, but just be prepared. Every single situation that happens in this movie, there is an imminent setup for it.
Expect a lot of boring dialogue.
Boring predictability sounds like.
You could, bro. I'm gonna tell you what. Like I said, in all actuality, it was not a bad movie, but you could have cut a good hour off of it.
I've seen a lot worse than it, but yes, probably maybe an hour to 40 minutes to an hour. 40 minutes to an hour.
Well, yeah. If it was just Batista kicking ass, like.
Yeah, instead of him crying most of the time. This motherfucker's
Yeah.
crying most of the time.
And Slasher, I look, man. When you first started me, how much longer we got to go? Literally, it was an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's like holy shit. No, it's like 50 minutes. I was like, oh my god, 50 minutes.
Yep.
That's
Oh
fine.
my
Damn, man.
god.
20 minutes later, he's asking me again. I'm like, dude, we got half an hour to go.
That's what I was saying. Like, why can't Zack Snyder make a movie under 2 hours? At least 2 hours. At least.
All right.
Because of his creative vision.
Oh
Yeah,
god.
we're gonna do this offline, but our next movie, Slasher, is gonna be Crawl.
Bro.
Just get over it.
Okay, so then you know what? Then after that, after we watch
I am not watching
No,
that
no.
movie.
What
Remo.
movie?
Remo
I am not
now-
watching Remo.
I didn't say Remo Williams. I already know you dissed Remo Williams. I'm talking about the Raid Redemption.
All right.
I watch Remo Williams. It's a good film.
All right.
I'm talking about the Raid Redemption.
I can rent it. Don't worry. Ain't no problem.
But then we gotta do, whether it's on your channel or my channel, we gotta do.
No. We're not. No.
gotta
What
do
I'm talking about.
We gotta do a review of the movie after we watch it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So Crawl is about killer alligators?
Dude, you ain't never seen Crawl, Darius?
Some sort. I know there's some sort of blade in it. There's some sort of crazy ass.
Dude,
muscle.
K-R-U-L-L.
Oh,
That's
Crawl.
That's as
You're
much.
talking-
as
Yes, Crawl.
I thought you said Crawl. There is a movie called
said-
Crawl.
Yeah, I
About
know.
Crawl, Crawl is a classic.
I'd like Crawl.
Yeah,
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah. What? You
Wait a
haven't
minute, you ain't seen Crawl either?
Oh,
No.
I've seen Crawl.
All right, Darius, be prepared to hang out one night and not streaming. Just be prepared to hang out one
Mhm.
night. And just watch a
I
fucking movie.
realize this might be something I can't tweet. There is no
What?
way I can write this. This is nice. I forgot for a minute. I was running for governor. I'm like, I can't do this.
Well, you,
Yeah,
hey,
no, I won't
hey,
see-
you better,
Because I'm like,
better start.
sometimes this is inappropriately funny because you know that guy now knows what half y'all's dicks look like.
That's the temptation of Twitter, Moira. If you think you shouldn't do it, you should definitely not do it. That's how people get in trouble.
Just be prepared, my dear. It's already
Mhm.
too late. As far as you're concerned, it's already too late. Later on down the road. Now, let's say you did make governor, okay, and I hope you the best for that. I really do. But say a year or two down the road,
Oh,
if
I
you're
would delete it
office,
totally by tomorrow. Just 'cause I know somebody.
there's already copies of it somewhere. You can't delete shit that old.
Once Chuck
This
Norris
guy's
is,
be gone by then.
once Chuck Norris is the sheriff of, what county is it? Pretty far, right?
Oh, I didn't put it. I didn't hit tweet yet.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting here letting everybody know that, like, see y'all out there, this person's got pictures of y'all's dick and know what it look like.
Oh my God, no, you can't say that. No.
Mm-mm.
Like, this guy knows what half y'all's dick look like.
Now, Moira, what you can do is create an alt account that's anonymous, and then you can tweet the stuff that you can't tweet as Moira on the
but
alt
somebody
account.
will figure out it's me. They will totally figure it out. They always do.
Change your name then. To like,
Their situation proves it eventually it comes out.
Just call it Ariam.
yeah.
Moira spelled backward.
They ain't that stupid.
Well, now they'd figure it out. It's already here.
Yeah, you can't. Hey, anything you come up with, you cannot mention while this camera is rolling.
Mhm.
Too late.
If you need, I'll make a name. I'll just generate something out of my noggin.
No, I've already said it on here. Somebody's gonna come by and be like, "That motherfucker."
Oh yeah,
I'm
there
like,
are Darth. There are Star Wars name generators, right? Where you could just generate a random Star Wars name.
Yeah, but it's so much more fun when I actually use my
Darth
head.
Teddy.
Yeah, a long time before we figured out who originated the rule of two, which is Darth Bane. I've always called myself Bane.
God damn! I went to the bathroom. I come back and it's Star Wars talk again.
Yeah, it started when you went. It
You can't
started when
escape
you
it,
went.
Rule of
Fletcher.
two. I
I
need to
can't
use the
escape
bathroom.
it. I can't escape it.
Hey, talk about Star Wars. What's that about
kidding.
Brie Larson being like Luke Skywalker's daughter?
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
No.
I don't know
No,
about that one.
Well,
Luke
No,
Skywalker's daughter.
If Brie Larson is going to be, if it is true, if she does become Mara Jade, she will, well, in Legends would be Luke's wife.
Right. But they got rid of Legends. Well, they got rid of the EU and made it Legends.
Well, even
Well-
if she did make Mara Jade, who's she going to marry now? They killed off Luke Skywalker.
It would be like the younger Luke.
Yeah. When they got married, he was younger.
So they get what's his name?
Star
Bucky to
Wars
play him.
Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan, yeah.
Yep.
Star Wars Turk hurt my brain.
I just showed a picture of Sebastian Stan yesterday to Butterflies, and she said, "Man, that looks like a sexy man." That's what's playing young Luke.
But he looks so much like Mark Hamill.
You put a young Mark Hamill back when he played, in Return of the Jedi, and you put Sebastian Stan next to one another. They do very much similar to one another.
Right, and I didn't notice it because he's got the darker hair until I saw them right next to each other. I was like, oh man, he does look like him.
Bucky can also play that kiddie-ish goofiness too.
Right.
Have you ever looked at pictures of Alec Guinness and Ewan McGregor put together?
Yes.
Oh, way back. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he does. Yeah, he kind of looks like him too.
Yeah, they were talking about it when they were making The Phantom Menace, episode 1, that if you were to overlay both of their faces over there, this area in their face lines up perfectly. So he was poised to play Obi-Wan from the beginning.
Yeah, he got the accent pretty good and all. It wasn't exactly Alex Guinness.
Well, he is English, so was Alec Guinness. So he's got the accent.
He's Scottish.
No, he's not Scottish. Yeah. Scottish, my bad.
But many chlorians does he have?
Because he probably don't have like that much of a thick Scottish accent because he can do accents and that. Cause I think he can do American.
Well, he pulls off. I think he pulls off an English accent pretty well.
Oh yeah. So I say like he did the accent pretty good.
Oh, okay, back. Are we still on Ian McGregor?
Well, before we move on, I want to ask Moira one question. Moira, is Sebastian Stan a sexy man?
Who?
Sebastian Stan? Bucky?
Winter
Bucky
Soldier.
A sexy man? The Winter Soldier?
Oh, he's all right.
Okay, just checking.
Anyway, the Ian McGregor thing. I always liked him in the movie Big Fish. Does anybody remember that movie?
No. No, he was good in some movies, though. Oh, what up, Vigilante?
What up, Vigilante?
Yeah, what's up, man?
What's good, man?
My good
I get to
friend.
harass manly men.
Welcome.
Manly man, Jens.
Yeah.
Vigilante, you missed him. You missed him using his fucking Chuck Norris shit the other day. What the fucking what the hell was that shit again? The Total Gym?
Yeah.
But it wasn't totally a Total Gym. It was like half a Total Gym.
It was partially a Total Gym.
Yeah,
It was the new Total Gym.
it was like a total gym, but just sort of like the bit that Chuck Norris uses. So
Yeah, not quite a Total Gym.
no,
Christy Brinkley too, right? Doesn't Christy Brinkley also use a Total
No,
Gym?
I think it was his wife this time. I think she had about enough of that shit. She's like, nope.
No,
I remember the early commercials for it. It was Christy Brinkley.
Yeah, it was him
Yeah,
and
I
Christy
think his wife
Brinkley.
had enough of that. She's like, nope. No more of that.
Like, get this uptown girl out of here.
I was telling Vigilante Williams about Kenjin Ashura, which,
Ooh.
like,
What?
Kenjin, yeah, Kenjin Ashura. It's like a manga sort of series on Netflix. It's very good. It's like Street Fighter sort of cross between Bloodsport.
I keep hearing the Castlevania one is good. I still haven't seen it.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
that Castlevania is good.
Well, Kenjin Ashura is so good. Like, I've told Vigilante Williams, if he don't like it, then I'll like eat a soy hat. That's how good it is.
A soy hat.
Yeah, I'll have to get one. I would say, like.
Did you just fucking say a soy hat? Really?
Yeah.
I get the analogy though.
Yeah, you'll just get like a tofu sort of base.
That sounds like a tofu cod piece.
Yeah.
It'd probably be
Right,
a
bro.
small one.
Yeah, little thing. Smaller. Yeah, the smaller the hat, the less I have to eat. Yeah, but...
Hopefully unworn.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. We're talking about dongs again. What the fuck?
Or wangs.
What?
No, Darth Haster. I come into this conversation and they're talking about dongs, man. I'm like, what the fuck? Really? I'm like, it's like Mandingo all over again.
Oh my goodness.
That's what Anzo calls his shit, Mandingo.
Wow.
And he's proud about that shit too.
He's a funny
Sorry,
guy.
bro. Sorry, Hanzo. Sorry. He said it openly. We dude, one of my live streams about a month or so ago, that was the whole fucking conversation. We was talking about Mandingo the whole night. I'm like, really? Can we switch topics, please?
All right, so you don't need to get back into the topic.
So, yeah, I can't comment on that. Oh, Enzo's a funny guy, though.
I think this is before you started coming around, Darius. This was a fucking off the wall conversation.
Oh wait, Darth Haster? Did Darth Haster drop and I have to remove him and bring him back again?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I was like,
oh boy.
I was like, yeah, there was like a double fucking Darth Haster there.
Oh, yeah, we all dropped the other night, didn't we? All three of us?
Yeah.
From Moira's?
Like yeah.
Well,
No, my internet went out.
hey, sorry to interrupt though, but have you seen what Vigilante Williams is saying? He's saying that Chuck Norris did not get in shape by training on a total
Oh,
Jig.
no, he didn't. No, because Chuck
Of course
Norris.
he did.
Right.
No, but he was a martial art. Yeah. The Total Gym, the Total Gym is 60 years old.
Yeah,
Chuck Norris has always been in good shape. And it wasn't because of Total Gym.
No, it wasn't because of Total Gym. It's not because of Total Gym.
Well,
That's just
I think
something
it's
that's just something that he put his face on. There's no way that motherfucker uses that thing every day.
He did, right? Watch Arthur and I. It's either Arthur and I or The Octagon, and it was done in like the early 80s, and he's got sort of like his gym sort of workout and that.
But I'm saying, you think that he's
He's just trying to
total,
wind me up. Vigilante
totally-
knows.
I'm
He
saying
knows. Chuck Norris.
totally into the Total Gym. You're
Yeah.
saying
He's just trying to wind me up, but you know,
he's trying to rile you up.
yeah, but you're not gonna get me that easy. I hate you. I'm leaving now.
No, don't go.
Wow.
You motherfuckers
Okay.
is crazy.
Okay, I'll get into a deep dark thing right now. Fucking Chris Benoit hung himself from his fucking Bowflex after he murdered his family. Is that a good? It's like Do you want Chris Benoit as your spokesman for a Bowflex?
Be kind of hard for him to do that, right?
Slasher. The only official response to that is who?
Well, to be
the
fair
erased,
to
the
Bowtech,
erased man. Well, the erased man. Yes,
yeah, but
Yeah, dude,
to be
they
fair to
wiped him
Bowtech,
out of history.
if it,
as he
If it
should
just-
be. As he fucking should be.
yeah, but if to
Even the
Bowtech,
WWE doesn't mention him.
As they
Mm-mm.
shouldn't. As they shouldn't.
yeah, but for both them Bowtech fucking machines, to their credit though, if they took his weight and that, you know that the steady.
All right, that motherfucker was not a small. All right, he was not. He was not a tall guy, but that motherfucker was a block of roids. That dude. All right,
Yeah,
he was probably my height or maybe shorter than me, but
I
that
probably
dude,
thought.
he was like a fire hydrant.
He,
That motherfucker.
he was built like a.
Yes.
He was built. He was built
Yeah.
like a brick shit house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so was Eddie Guerrero. They were both the same way.
Yeah. So like,
So-
you're looking at like about 200 pounds, like American weights. I think. I don't know that's in stone, but yeah,
No, I think Chris Benoit was
if it didn't
French
snap
Canadian.
though,
Yeah, Chris Benoit was Canadian.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah, it
know if
was.
he's French Canadian, but I know he was Canadian.
Yeah, Vigilante says he was 5'9", 230.
Benoit or Guerrero?
yeah, that probably means he was about 5'6",
Probably Benoit.
230.
Oh yeah, that's true. Jens, though, if he was labeled at 5'9", he was probably 5'6".
So he was my height and almost double my weight. It's solid muscle.
A block of fucking roids.
Do you think that since they erased him from history, there will come a time where people who remember him will say it's the Mandela effect?
All right. Well, there's people who
I think
still
it was the
act
right
like
effect, wasn't it?
there's people who still act like his lawyers after everything. Like online people who try to act like his fucking lawyers post death. They're like, oh, he had this and this and this and this and this, right? But does everyone else make excuses for anyone who murdered their family in such a manner like that?
No.
Well, lawyers, that's their job, but
There's people who will make excuses for anybody.
Excuse.
yeah, but yeah, they have to give him a fair
That's
trial.
like
isn't it?
trying to make an excuse for the.
Yeah, it's like even
I'll never
like
do
you like mass murderers and that. Their lawyer always like tries to put like, oh well.
Yeah,
he-
it's kind of like the dumb bitches that would send Charles Manson love letters while he was in Jeffrey Dahmer. They would send shit like Jeffrey Dahmer love letters while they were in prison and shit like that.
Kind of like
Married?
trying to
In prison?
justify the Menendez brothers.
Yeah,
Some of them-
all
Yeah, they
those
were.
all those famous murderers are they were like fucking celebrities. They were like underground celebrities.
Mm. Some of them married them, didn't they? And then probably
Yeah.
got killed.
Yeah. There was some that actually had had some idiot come and marry them. It's like, hey, I'm doing a life sentence for murder. I want to marry
Will you fuck my brains out?
I want to marry you.
Yeah.
Hey, you
I'm
standing
here to
there
kill her.
Hey, you standing there with the bloody butcher knife. I want to marry you. And it all just works out so well.
I could just see some of these. I could just see some of these proposal letters. Dear Charles Manson, will you be my husband? Check yes or no. P.S. Keep the drill to yourself.
The one I'm most curious about is the priest performing that marriage. What's going through his head?
Oh man,
Lord help us.
Yeah, Lord help this man and this woman. May their souls be redeemed.
Welcome to the true wasteland of nonsense.
So how about that last Star Wars movies, guy? Did y'all?
No, Star Wars.
No.
I'd rather talk about serial killers than Star Wars. That's how much I hate to talk about Star Wars.
Bro, I don't give a damn about serial killers. Most of them are dead.
I don't either. I'm just saying that's how little I care to talk about Star Wars.
What about Darth Vader? He was a serial killer.
He was a serial killer. Exactly.
I'm a serial killer. I'll kill a good Captain Crunch, man, or some Lucky Charms.
Dude. Yeah, Lucky Charms. Hell yeah, dude. Or even, hey, dude, how about some good old faithful, man? Just a plain old bowl of Cheerios with maybe some bananas or strawberries sliced
Strawberries.
up. Yeah,
I always like Honey Nut Cheerios better than regular Cheerios.
I don't give a damn. I love Cheerios.
I'd wreck some Honey Nut Cheerios. I love
Damn right.
But the ones I really like was they don't make them anymore. The apple cinnamon Cheerios.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
They don't make them anymore? Oh shit.
No.
Dude, Apple Jacks.
Well, a lot of people I was kind of one of the few people I knew that liked Apple Jacks. I didn't know too many people.
I loved Apple Jacks.
I love Apple Jacks.
I did too.
You get back up to Cheerios though. I don't like them unless like they've been soaked in milk for about 10 minutes.
Back in 97.
You always got to kind of drown your cereal anyway.
Back in 90.
With Cheerios, if you can drown them in that and give them a minute, but then like they'll just tear your top palate of your mouth off, and so you have to give them a proper good 10 minutes, and that's why I don't really eat them much, because I can't be asked to wait 10 minutes for them to get soft enough that I can eat them.
It's like I use for
Red Shirt.
For frosted.
What's up, Red Shirt?
Oh, what's up,
Red Shirt?
I'm the same way. I ain't got no teeth, but usually if I want a bowl of cereal, I got to plan ahead. That way, give it that time to soak a little bit instead of physically waiting. It's like, hey, I want a bowl of cereal. I'll go ahead and fix it now, then come back to it.
Wait.
But dude, Cocoa Puffs, Lucky Charms, dude, Honey Bunches of Oats. I love that shit. I love cereal. I really do. I've eaten a lot of it.
Wait, what is Vigilante saying?
I have no clue.
Is this? It's got to be one of the fruity cereals, right? With many different marshmallows, many different colors.
No fucking way.
Are they just gonna call Lucky Charms a gay cereal now?
Oh man.
What?
What Vigilante says right here: LGBTQ friendly cereal coming out. It's like, what the hell do they mean?
Friendly? What do you mean friendly? You gonna be able to fuck it? What?
I'm saying, like, were cereals ever homophobic?
Yeah.
It's food.
Are they good? So they got to be gender neutral now?
I'm wondering, like,
seriously?
I'm wondering what he means by this.
This stuff has gone too far.
LGBTQ friendly.
What does that mean?
That's fucking stupid, man, because it's
Did
fucking food.
Did Tony the Tiger ever go around gay bashing little gay kids? Did he ever do that?
Yeah.
What are they talking about?
Oh, Vigilante has a link.
Yeah, but he can only have 6.
No, I mean he's probably got a link to the story about the cereal.
Oh,
no.
My bad.
Oh, they did a cereal with Glad. Okay. But what? All right. So now cereal is going to be starting to call, like, they're going to start calling cereal homophobic? Is this is this the point we're at?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I found a link too. And I found a link on pinknews.co.uk.
Oh my god.
And the title is Kellogg's is launching an LGBT themed cereal so you can start your day with maximum gay.
Share that.
Oh
I
my
need to see
lord!
this.
And that's not a joke. And that's not a joke.
No.
Share
Well, it's
the
from
screen.
Pink News, so it's I put the link in the chat, in the private chat.
Maximum gay.
No, is it milk they're putting on it?
There's no milk in the picture, but there's a box of. It must just be a promotional box of cereal because it's got all the cereals in it. It looks like there's like Frosted Mini Wheats in there and Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Fruit
God.
Loops.
Good God.
Here, you
I
want me to
can't
read it out?
fucking take it no more.
Here, you want me to read it out?
Yeah,
No.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Darth. Yeah, no. Go ahead, Darth. You do. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Here we go. If you're a fan of being gay, we have great news for you. Kellogg's is launching an LGBT themed cereal. The company's special edition altogether cereal is enough to make snap, crackle, and pop with pride. Being together.
Snap, grapple, and pop your ass.
The company announced a $50,000 donation to LGBT advocacy charity GLAD as it launched its cereal for Spirit Day on October 17th. The 1999 special edition box, available while supplies last, contains 6 mini cereal box packages inside one larger exclusive all-together box to celebrate the belief that we all belong together. The company, the box designed together the 6 famous Kellogg's mascots and cereals inside the same carton as a symbol of acceptance no matter how you look, where you're from, or who you love. The box includes Corn Flakes, Frosties, Fruit Loops, Rice Krispies, Raisin Bran, and Frosted Mini Wheats.
Really?
Oh my
And
god!
I'm only halfway through.
Yeah, Fruit Loops is kind of like so obvious for that
Yeah.
shit. It's like this. You kind of set yourself up.
No. No.
made
No.
I can understand the Fruit Loops thing.
No. Fruit Loops. They're like calling them stupid.
Well,
Fruit Loops.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, well,
also,
some of them-
also
They're
just
loopy.
I get the
They're
lost-
loopy.
Yeah, I
Well,
get
also,
it. I truly
just,
get it.
Also, just the word fruit. So
So that means that box I saw is real.
Yes.
Good.
It's called
God.
it's called All Together.
You know what? I used to buy the same shit when I at the grocery store with my mom
Yeah,
when I was a kid, but it was hold on. It was a 6 or 8 pack of fucking little boxes of cereal that you could
Hey.
individual
I remember
servings.
those.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ain't no
Yeah.
fucking different. You're just gonna pay more because now they're in a pretty box.
And you can't separate them.
the multi-choice. So,
I'm gonna
I'm
put this name in the private chat just so I don't know how to pronounce this, but I'm gonna try to read further. Kellogg's firmly committed to equality. Chief Diversity Officer Priscilla Carantang said at Kellogg, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, are committed to equality
Carantang?
and inclusion. Carantang? Carantang?
Carantang?
close enough.
Quarantine.
I want some Karen Tang.
No,
Sorry.
we don't want no
Okay.
Carantang.
Go on.
Where was I? Equality and inclusion in the workplace, marketplace, and in the communities we work and live. We have long been allies and supporters of the LGBTQ employees, their families, and the community. For more than 100 years, Kellogg's has nourished families so they can flourish and thrive, and the company continues to welcome everyone to the table. John McCourt of GLAD. We are proud to partner with Kellogg's again this year to help extend the important message of Spirit Day to households across the country. The altogether cereal encompasses the values of diversity, equality, and solidarity that Spirit Day is all about. And we hope that LGBT youth everywhere receive the messages loud and clear.
It's fucking cereal.
It's cereal, dude.
It's cereal.
They didn't even make any up like drag queen, sort of like. sparkles or
Lord
whatever.
Azathoth, help us all.
Did the Cheerios B ever go around gay bashing? Did
No.
he go around stinging gay kids in the eyes in the 90s? Saying, fuck you and don't eat my cereal? Did he ever
Jens.
do that?
I reckon shredded wheat.
Ooh.
That's
Ooh.
real.
Yeah,
man.
shredded.
Yeah.
We need some
You're-
drag queen fruit brute.
You're great, baby. You're
Did Tony
great.
Did Tony the Tiger ever like clothesline a gay kid that wanted to be on his team? Like, no, I'm not gonna snowboard you little gay kid. Fucked him up. No, I mean,
No,
No. We didn't see him.
not that I remember.
not that I
Yeah,
can
we-
remember or recall.
Mm.
It's like, baby, you're great.
Well, yeah. But we don't know what he did in his private life, though.
You're not good.
All right, his
You're
private life is one thing. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, his Tony
It's
the Tiger.
fucking cereal.
Tony the Tiger's public
cereal
life,
for fuck's
but
sakes.
Tony
I
the
mean,
Tiger's public life
Yeah.
was a whole other story. It's like, we saw what he did.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know.
He helped
what
kids
was
in this
doing
commercial.
that cereal, Yeah.
Ah.
They could,
He was
yeah,
like,
they could be like.
he was like, eat my sugared up cereal and you'll excel at sports. That's basically what
Because
his-
remember, though, like,
Yo.
Tony.
Yo, it's like calling a box of fucking frosted flakes, man, or frosted cornflakes or something like that, and calling it my ex. You know, that's just what the fuck is going on?
I don't know when they say milk is racist, though. It's like, I remember a
It
few years
comes
ago.
out of the cow.
Milk is
Right? My God, please.
yeah, the
Milk
next thing
is
they're going to say is milk. Yeah, don't stop. Just stop. Don't give them
They
any more
already
ideas.
said that. No, Dark, that was already said.
Oh,
It was
gosh.
already said years ago.
Hey, I put a link to a picture in the private chat.
Do I need to see this?
Gay
Is that the
Cheerios.
picture on the
I see
article?
it says gay Cheerios. Holy
Oh,
fuck.
I'm good.
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
I saw some clip art on a video earlier.
Cheerios.
Cheerios.
It literally
No.
says Cheerios. It literally says
You guys want
Cheerios.
to see the box?
I think it's Photoshop.
You guys want to see the altogether cereal box?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Queen's milk juice, yo.
Let's see if I can get this right. Share screen.
What the flying fuck?
Yeah, I saw a picture in the article I found, but it was small. So if you got a bigger one, yeah.
The leprechaun disowned that
I'm
someone
just
being
gonna-
gay. Real sad.
I'm just going to boot up the article. There it is. I'm right there.
Boot it up, man. Come on.
Get it up there.
No, don't ever say that to me again.
Okay.
Red shirt loves granola, but if someone gets upwind of me wearing patchouli,
They better
They'll be
have
able to-
me on run me in their Birkenstocks.
Damn.
hipsters.
Waiting for you to share that screen.
I really wish I could be as interested in something as Mora is.
All right.
Okay, yeah, that's
All
the
right,
article I
here we
found.
are. Here's the box.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I was looking at
Okay,
and
so
reading so,
I see.
enthusiastically.
I see. It's Toucan Sam.
Mm-hmm.
That's
The cornflakes rooster. The Rice Krispies guys. The
Snap,
elf-
Crackle, and Pop.
The Snap Crackle
Yeah.
and Pop. Tony the
Snap,
Tiger. And
The
the
Raisin-
Raisin Bran son.
Raisin Bran Son.
So they're all together.
All together now.
Mhm. You mean as one cereal? Really?
Well, like,
yes.
It's all in one box.
okay, but like,
That thing is okay.
Oh,
Did you hear the
hell.
price for that thing?
but
Oh yeah,
the price for that thing is $19.99.
It also says if you're a fan of breakfast and being gay, right?
No. I'm sorry. Just looking at this box
it
of
does say
cereal,
that. It literally says that.
I'm bypassing the rainbow colors, man. That is a sick ass bowl of cereal.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that, but I'm saying if you're a fan of breakfast and being gay,
Yeah.
And we have great news.
So if you're not gay, don't eat this cereal, basically, right?
but like a fan of being gay,
That's what it says.
Yeah. If you're not a fan of being gay, don't eat this cereal. That's fucking
a
stupid.
fan of breakfast.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be a fan of breakfast. You should just eat breakfast.
Yeah. Or if you just want to show your support, you can get the limited edition or special edition box for $19.99. Available while supplies last.
I'm with JJ on this one. That cereal does look pretty damn good.
Okay, wait.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just looking past all the bullshit. I'm looking directly at the bowl of cereal. That looks like a sick ass bowl of cereal, for real.
And JJ, you called it because the special edition box contains 6 mini cereal boxes packaged inside one larger exclusive altogether box to celebrate the belief that we all belong together. So it's just like those 6-packs, except they're all mixed together.
That's stupid.
I see Tim Possible is trying to come through, but I can't add him because I'm still running on ghetto ass free.
There we go. I dropped the share, and I'll back out in the chat if you want Tim up here.
That's totally your decision, man. That's totally your decision.
I could back out too.
But you're
Technically, yeah.
host, you're a channel host, but
Oh, he's working on TikToks. Watch out for those Raylos, Tim. You never know who's who anymore.
Although no, I can't back out. I can't back out of my own stream because I don't know what the motherfuckers are gonna say. So I can't back out of my own stream.
Tim.
No, I can't do that.
Well, we know you're backstage. It's not like we can say much without you not hearing it.
I know.
No, I have seen people get dropped from their own stream if like the internet cuts out.
I have dropped from my own streams.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Slasher,
Yeah,
bring him up.
I can't. Okay. Now I
he's
can. All right.
dropping out. Okay.
All right.
What's up? How's it going?
Hello there.
Hello.
JJ,
Hello there.
JJ.
Laura.
JJ, thanks for coming through, JJ. Tim, thanks for coming through. And JJ dropped.
No, I appreciate it, JJ. I appreciate it. No, I wanted to stop by because I saw you're started streaming at night. I've been working like a bunch on my TikToks, and I debuted my Nightwing costume. I've never done that before, but it's like a fitted suit or whatever. But no, like what happened? I took a break from Twitter for like 2 days, and then I came on Twatter, which I like to call it Twitter. And I was like, holy crap, what happened? I feel like, well, I don't want to like directly talk.
Well, yeah, I know. We were talking about that in the beginning of this. we were talking about.
Oh yeah, it all went down yesterday.
The thing
we
is,
were talking
because
about the deception.
my buddy Phil, I don't know if you guys know him, Phil MTM or whatever, is really close with Geeky, and Orange Hat Reviews is pretty close with her, and I was semi-close with, well, I guess him. I was kind of close with him, and then
A lot of people were. I noticed a lot of people were.
yeah,
I mean, it's an epic level grift.
yeah. So like, I saw what was said and all that. The only thing I found really issue was with like the younger aged women or whatever. I realized people go through mental illness and all this stuff. Like, I feel like everyone struggles with their own demons, but like, when
I don't know. That's beyond that though.
Yeah.
Beyond
That's what I was getting at. But like, that's. Well, I'm what I'm trying to figure out. What compelled whatever geeky the avatar's name is, what compelled that person to like reveal themselves and all that? That's what I'm still trying to figure out.
Evidence built against them in the long run. Evidence built against them in the long run is what I would say.
Gotcha.
Maybe
Yeah, because
getting blackmailed and all.
oh, okay, so that's where it goes like deep off the edge.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I'm not saying
I
there
don't
was.
even
I'm just
wanna
saying
go
it might
there.
have been. And so the best thing to do in it, if you're getting blackmailed, you just come out and then they can't blackmail you no more.
Yeah. So did you got like I was working. I've been working on TikToks a bunch, trying to like figure out,
I don't
the
fuck with
market.
TikTok, so.
Yeah. But anyways, like, did you guys watch Superman Lois came back and then Army of the Dead? I both watched or whatever. Have you guys seen Superman and Lois or any of that?
No.
Oh, dude, I highly recommend it. I know it's the CW, but I mean, it doesn't seem like the CW. It seems like a more of a HBO Max type of thing.
Yeah, that's what I heard. It was pretty good. Now, I heard they had gone on a break, like a filming break.
Yeah, because of COVID, and people were
Have they come back? Well, people were worried that that the studio was, because the show was getting popular, that they were going to intervene and basically ruin it.
Yeah,
But have they come back?
No, dude, they came back hard. I mean, it was like I was 2 episodes down. I didn't know it came. They had one episode drop 18th and then the 25th, and dang, man, oh my gosh, like it
Good.
was like the last episode was so good. I mean, it was just like, it's like anyone that's watched CW on Arrow season 1 and 2. I absolutely love season 1 and 2 for Arrow. So
everyone tells me that after they say it was either season 3 or 4 of Arrow that it really started to go downhill.
Yeah, because it's like everyone gets a superpower. It's like I can't even think of her name, but it's like everyone gets superpower and they get like a couple weeks of training with the boxing lessons, and they're ultimately great. I'm like, all right. So I study martial arts and do it, and more Kitty knows that I do it, that type of stuff, and she does like.
Oh, hey there, you.
Yeah, and she does those. Goes to those conventions with like swords or does whatever. But
do
like,
you use Total Gym?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, that stuff takes a long time to like hone in on your skill, right? Michael Jordan got cut from the basketball team and had to come back and really like focus on his craft. So
Michael Jordan also went to try and play baseball and he stuck balls at it.
Yeah. Well, he didn't suck that bad, but he was not.
No. He thought he was gonna make it right to the White Sox, and they were like, no, you're on the minors. he played on the minors, and then he went back to basketball.
Yeah, but the thing about Michael Jordan though is like he has like an arc. LeBron James doesn't really have. Well, he does kind of in the playoffs that one year, but like Michael Jordan never had to recruit people to like come to his team. I mean, we live a new generation where these athletes are paid like millions. Like what did Steph Curry get paid? Like what, 200 mil or 250 for like 4 or 5 years for his?
It was I remember it was around the 90s when everyone started getting, no matter what sport, everyone started getting ridiculous fucking amounts of money in their contracts, no matter what sport.
Especially
it was.
baseball. Baseball's the one without a salary cap, right?
Oh my God!
Alex Rodriguez, man. Alex
Rodriguez.
So
many people getting $100 million contracts.
Yeah, and then the thing is, they get sponsorships from other companies like Nike. Like Nike, like LeBron James is on.
Oh yeah, including all the fucking
endorsement deals,
all the endorsements. Yeah, especially that.
LeBron James really, like, after he retires, never has to work a day of his life. And then Michael Jordan either. He has Hanes and whoever else is sponsoring them. Like, Michael Jordan's so filthy rich, man. And So is Tiger Woods.
Yeah, well, they all have Nike ties too. Just remember that.
Yeah, that's true. But so no one's really watching Batman or Superman and Lois, but everyone's seen Army of the Dead, right? Or
We
Yeah.
were talking about it earlier.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Did you like it? Did you like
Yeah,
it, Sam?
I actually did really like it. I took
Yeah.
some breaks because it's 2.5 hours long, and I watched
yeah.
after. But no, I don't think the film is incredible, but I think it's a really good time. Right? I mean, yeah, sure, there's some issues, but I mean, it was supposed to be like over the top. You know what I mean? The like over exaggerated gore in the film was it was like, oh dang, man.
Yeah, I
this
thought there
is
should have been more of it.
Yeah, there
Like,
should have been more of it.
Batista's like
you think about
storyline
it-
was a bit.
When you think about it, the storyline, yeah, especially with that opening scene, that fucking opening credits made you really think it was going to be nonstop. Like
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
did.
yeah.
that the opening credits, and that's it. That's all I'll give that movie credit for.
Yeah,
That's a tease then.
yeah.
It is. It is. It
I
really
think-
is.
Well, they did have like some good action scenes later on with Batista.
It did, but it didn't. It didn't really.
Yeah, as I say, I was hoping for like it to be all like that, a bit like Taken, but with zombies, or like the Taken Liam Neeson film.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think what it did was like it didn't really set any like boundaries, if you know what I mean, like realistic boundaries, or like it just like it felt like off the wall. It was like I felt like I was watching a Fast and Furious movie, but with zombies.
Yeah,
They
kinda,
got to play some comical moments in it because like with the safe bit with the zombies.
There was a lot of comical mood. There's like, even if it wasn't funny, you could see they were trying to go for the comical moments.
Yeah, they're trying to capture
Because everyone wants to be a Marvel movie now.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. Like, yeah, they all want to try to capture that comic relief, right? And sometimes it's forced. And in this or whatever, there were some good moments.
Very forced. Sometimes it's very fucking forced. Yeah.
Yeah. Like with the if we're gonna go to an example with the I don't remember their names, but with the like hyper nerd and the dude that looks like Jax, right, from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. The one survivor. Well, if you could call him a survivor, the one if you could call him a survivor, because we see at the end he's not.
Yeah.
So it could set up for a part 2. Good God, I hope they don't make a part 2.
Yeah, dude. I'm looking forward to the part 2. I mean,
Batista's not going to be in it.
He died. Batista died in it.
As I say, he was doing the best action. Although, if they replaced Batista with someone like John Cena or someone who could do action anyway, but Batista does it really good.
Welcome back, JJ.
Darth dropped on JJ's back.
Not damn Tom. Shit. I was losing air back there, bro. What the hell?
Well, my bad, bro.
I wanted to ask you. I'm supposed to go on one of your buddies' shows, like for his game show, whatever. Chris?
No. I don't have no buddies. No, sorry.
Oh,
I got friends.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Your friend. Sorry.
Yeah.
Your friend JJ's. He reached out to me to come.
Yeah,
on
Chris
the show.
Knight. Chris Knight. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Knight. He seems like a cool dude. I pop in every now and then.
Yeah,
to
he's
try
cool.
to like watch a show. I like.
Listen,
I
I'm
like his-
gonna tell you something about Chris. All right, he is truly genuine. Everybody he reaches out to, he sees something in him, so to speak, in his own words. He is willing to give anybody a chance.
That's cool. I was trying to put together a team. Like, I want to talk about like, if I want.
Have a good night, Darth.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Good night, Darth Aster.
Darth Aster, man.
Thanks for hanging out.
Good night, bro.
Nice
Good to see
meet
you.
man on stream. I had never met him on stream before.
Darth Aster's a fucking awesome dude.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Keely Chow.
He's one of the few. What's up, Keely?
Hello, Keely Chow.
Hello there.
What's going on?
How you doing?
But no, like
So what are you looking for, Tim? You say you want to put together a team
no,
for
like
what?
I want to maybe later on this week talk about Army of the Dead or talk about Superman and Lois. Like I'm trying to get
No,
like
I'd rather not. I'd rather not. I seen Army of the Dead. It was a piece of shit.
okay. What about Superman and Lois?
Don't watch it.
Okay.
JJ,
sorry.
would you rather watch Superman and Lois compared to what we watched with Army of the Dead? What would be your choice? Would you choose Superman and Lois?
If I had the choice of only the two, I would watch Superman and Lois any day of the week.
Yeah,
You know
same.
what? You know what? I would agree with you. I would agree with you 100%.
Like I said earlier, man, I much rather watch Batwoman. Okay.
Oh dang.
Ugh.
Yeah, I like refuse. I don't know. Like I tried watching season 1 or whatever to give it a
Sven.
chance.
What's up, Sven?
Oh,
Hey,
Sven.
Yeah,
How you doing, man? Yeah, I saw you guys were watching Justified before. That's a show I only watched the first season of. I didn't get to see anything after the first season of it.
Dude,
Yeah, same.
Slagging it off.
I never had an interest in it.
Well, I saw season 1 and I loved it, and then I moved out of my mom's house and didn't watch TV anymore. So I never saw it.
I like that
I think
guy,
it was like
though.
6 seasons. Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah, I like
Oh,
that guy.
dude, I love Timothy Oliphant. Like, he's
Yeah.
good. Did you guys watch Jupiter Ascending?
Yeah, that's not him. Tim, that's not him in Jupiter Ascending. That's
A
not
lot of people think that's him, though.
not him.
What's that
Yeah.
guy's name?
It's
No.
Josh Duhamel.
Yeah,
Amo?
Yeah,
How the
look
fuck
at
you
that right
pronounce
now.
The dude
Josh
who was
Duhamel?
Yeah.
the one who was married to Fergie. It's
Dude,
that guy.
Oh, Josh
Dude,
Duhamel.
Yeah, Duhamel. There you go. That's how you say it.
yeah,
Oh my
but a lot of people think that's Timothy Oliphant.
I love that series. Like it worked for me. Oh, it is John. What the hell? What is he? A clone? What is he? A clone?
You're not alone.
Oh, okay,
Dude,
he
he's
just had his what the fuck moment.
He is literally a clone. Like,
Yeah, he
What?
looks a lot like him. He does look a lot like him.
oh my gosh, dude, that is crazy.
Oh, Sven, if you're going to bed, have a good night.
absolutely insane.
All right, Sven, take care.
Have a good one, Sven.
Josh Duhamel. What the act? So was this actor in in Transformers?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. okay.
Yes.
Yes.
What was
He also,
Timothy-
and also the first thing I ever seen him on was a TV show with James Caan called Las Vegas.
What was
Oh, yeah.
Timothy Oliphant in? Jeez.
Damn, you heard of Las Vegas, Darius?
Wait,
Yeah, I've seen Las Vegas.
JJ,
James
did
Concho.
Las Vegas have Nikki Cox in it?
Yes, it did.
Yes.
Yes, it did.
Yes.
That's okay. That's
Now-
all.
Now,
She was
Oh,
a
yeah.
bodacious redhead.
yo,
that's all
check it out, y'all. Y'all want to hear something weird for any Star Trek The Next Generation fans out there? There was an episode where Data was having, I think it was called Pen Pals. He was having a conversation with this young girl. She was an alien, and he was trying to convince the captain to go save this young girl. And I
It
think
was
he
Nikki
breaks
Cox?
orders to do it. That was Nikki Cox, that little
Oh,
girl.
shit.
Now that Keely Chow's here, Nikki Cox definitely gets a hello, nurse.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I've seen her on that sitcom.
What's up, Kronos? How you doing?
Hey, Kronos.
Saying hello to
But
everybody.
but there was some beautiful women in that TV show, man.
Hmm.
It's called Las Vegas. Of course, it's gonna be.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
Mhm.
I'm in the process of trying to buy the seasons now because
dude,
I love that show.
I had a friend in high school. He was kind of like a millennial yuppie, and he used to love that show. He'd tell me about it every day. He'd come in talking about Las Vegas, so he got me onto it.
Yo,
And,
I binge watched almost that entire show back in 2018 when I was in the hospital. I had my roommate bring me my pad, my tablet, and I used Cody on it. And I'm like, yo, man, I just started binge watching all kinds of shit. And Las Vegas was the first thing. I loved it. Oh man, I wish I could still watch it. That's why I'm trying to find the DVDs of it. I mean,
yeah, it's a great looking show.
Yeah.
You know, it's got really nice cinematography and also tons of beautiful women.
Oh
It didn't last very long, right?
I think
No,
it
it
lasted a few
lasted
years.
five seasons.
5 seasons? Oh wow.
Yeah. And the uncensored version, you has titties.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
Yeah, there's an uncensored version, man. Season
Oh,
1,
dang.
season 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
is it
there's
on Fox?
titties, man.
Was it a Fox show?
I honestly I don't know because when I first started watching it, it was on TNT.
Look, if you want to see a show that has titties, old school, the unrated version. If anyone's seen that.
No, that's a
Oh,
movie.
well, that is a movie.
No, we're talking about
Although,
a TV show.
Yeah, he's
We're
talking
talking
about
about a TV show.
As far as TV shows, I would recommend Californication with David Duchovny.
Yeah.
I remember
Actually,
the first one that everyone used to like fucking. All right. Also, I was young at the time, so every time someone had HBO and they were like, "Oh, Dream On, you gotta watch Dream On." There's tits left and right in this show. It's like
Good night,
have a
Richard.
good night. Later, Richard.
later, Red
Thanks for
Shirt.
coming in. Yeah, thanks
Anyone
for coming in.
remember that? Anyone remember that show, Dream On, from the 80s? Was it like late 80s or early 90s?
I
on
remember the
HBO?
show, but I never watched it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Kronos? Oh, Keely Chow asks, does anyone remember the show Erie, Indiana? Yeah, I remember that. I think it was on Nickelodeon.
I heard of it. I never watched it. I want to watch it. I'd love to watch that shit.
Yeah, it was like weird stuff was always happening, and it
Hey,
was
Kronos.
it was pretty well made because you were always wondering like what the heck is actually going on,
Later,
and
Kronos.
they he's leaving too.
Kronos.
Have a good night, Kronos.
Later, man.
The Lost Hour. Is that Erie, Indiana?
What's that?
Yeah, I think so. There was an episode I remember.
Did you guys, have you?
Erie, Indiana was kind of like Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt type shit, right? It was like
a
story all the time.
little bit, but it followed the same characters from week to week.
So they were actually recurring characters.
Yeah, it was kind of serialized, but it was episodic in that every episode was like a different, situation. And so it was about like this kid and his family moved into a small town called Erie, Indiana, and just bizarre things would start to happen. And he was always trying to figure out what's going on, and it would never really be explained. It would just be weird stuff. So it was kind of like a paranormal. I don't want to call it a horror show. It was kind of horror-esque, but it was like just kind of a weird, mind-bending show. I remember one episode, it got really meta because, he's going through his normal daily routine, and they're like, all right, cut. And suddenly everyone breaks, and he finds out he's in a TV show, and like his parents are actors. And he's like, Mom, Dad? And they're like, all right, kid, you can drop the act now. The cameras aren't rolling. And he was so confused. So it's just weird stuff like that.
All right. Does anyone? All right. Anyone here know of the Friday the 13th show that had nothing to do with Jason from the 80s?
Yeah, I remember that show.
Moira?
Never watched it.
Jens?
Yeah.
Is more frozen?
I think Moira is.
No, her intentions are elsewhere.
Hey, Moira.
Hello there.
Yeah.
We were talking about TV shows, and I was talking about the Friday the 13th TV show from the 80s that had nothing
Yeah,
to
they
do with
had like
Jason.
the cursed antiques and that.
Yeah, that it was like. Oh, you muted yourself, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Keely corrected me. Yeah, it was Erie, Indiana was on
it
NBC.
said that they had to go find cursed objects all the time. Like they didn't get a day off. Like that was their thing.
They were
It was
like,
their first store. Like they had to go get shit that was cursed.
yeah, they were like
back to the store.
either in their late teens or early 20s, and they were like,
It's hard to tell because sometimes they'll cast people who are 25 and 17-year-olds.
yeah. Well, that was the 80s.
And the
And
90s.
it's less problematic than casting actual teenagers.
Yeah, child labor
That's
laws
true.
and all that shit.
That's true.
Right. And like contracts that prevent them from being left alone with adults.
But they had two shows like this. They had Friday the 13th, and then they had Freddy's Nightmares. And Freddy's Nightmares was Freddy. He was kind of like hosting it, like the Crypt Keeper.
And he also had a show that nobody remembers because I think there was literally 5 episodes, and it was called The Nightmare Cafe.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. Yes. That was a cable show too, though, right?
I don't remember that far. I just remember these two people.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they're actually dead, but they don't know it. And they
That
have to
was-
figure
that
stuff
was a-
out. But
think
they
that
were
was-
stuck in the cafe.
I think that one was a cable show. But there was one called Freddy's Nightmares. And the very first episode was the only one that involved anything with Freddy Krueger. Because it was the parents cornering him and burning him to death after everything was found out about him. And then after all that, then it was just him kind of hosting the episodes like he was the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah. It was one of the episodes of that Freddy's Nightmare where there's a race going on and they're about to cross the finish line, but instead of it being like a ribbon, it's like piano wire.
There probably is. It probably is like that. I didn't get to see all the episodes.
Oh, Moira,
Hello.
can you hear me? Oh, okay.
You're muted.
Yeah, every time she touches her keyboard.
Well, you can't hear me head nod, so it doesn't matter, does it?
Hello.
Well, it took me a second to figure it out. I just want to say, Keely Chow says, "Hey, Moira Kitty."
Oh, yeah.
That's all.
So has anyone seen Dark Matter?
No. I haven't seen it.
I just started watching it. It's actually pretty good. Orville Nation got me on there. They interview the cast every week, like with the actual creators. And I started watching it.
Yeah, dude, I love that show that PJ does.
Hey,
on Orville
Angela
Nation.
Straven, what's going on?
What's up, Angeles?
What's up, Angelus?
How you doing, man?
Hello there.
Yeah.
No,
We're-
the problem is just
We're
so much
talking
fun.
nothing right now. We're all over the place.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine. That's what my streams usually go to.
Good vibes, man. Good vibes.
Yeah, Tim. PJ's show about Dark Matter, where he gets Joe Malazzi to come on, has made me really want to watch that show. But
I'm supposed to go on his when I catch up. I'm supposed to go on his show. He's like, yeah. I keep telling. It's like, yeah, you can come on. I was like, well, I want to catch up so I can like be a part of the conversation. I really do like the show. I'm still in season 1 or whatever. You know, like it sucks because like every episode is an hour long. So like it takes a lot of time investment. But I'm like, well, this is really cool. I would like to talk to them. I'm also an actor myself and all that. So it'd be cool to like talk to them. But yeah, I mean, I do love the show. It's a different take on like, you know, they wake up and they don't know what's going on. They're trying to figure out things and they're all numbered. They can't remember their names. And it's like an interstellar type thing, right? It constantly keeps you like guessing. You never know. It's almost like a chess game, and you never know who's like doing you wrong. And it's, you know, I'm definitely intrigued by the series. It's like, why didn't I discover this before? Because there's so much content coming out. So, yeah,
right.
Yeah.
And they have so much to talk about every week.
Yeah. I mean, I like the vibe over there because they keep it positive, and then like they're like PJ does a great job of showing like they send them like screenshots and they break down the episode, so it's like it really works.
Yeah.
And they all kind of flow together, and I like what they're doing. It's really cool, and it's really cool to see people not being like famous people or semi-famous people like interacting with fans that like their show. I mean, it's incredible. I really like that aspect.
Yeah, I always try to catch it whenever it's on.
Yeah. Sorry, Slasher. Didn't want to.
I don't give a fuck. Talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about.
No, but I highly recommend, man, watching their stream, watching like shows. Like it's cool when people talk about shows,
listen, I know I keep going on I keep going on bitching at people like, I come back to people watching fucking Star Wars. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Slasher
don't-
just
I
doesn't
don't-
want to have to talk about Star Wars.
I don't like to talk about Star Wars, but everyone else can if they want. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, man. To be honest, I like Lord of the Rings better than Star Wars. I know that's sacrilegious, but like honestly, the original Lord of the Rings series is better to me than the original Star Wars trilogy. I know people are like, "Oh, how dare you?" Especially
You're wrong,
with
Tim.
Kylo Ren, right? But no,
You're wrong, Tim. They're
I'm
just
wrong.
movies. They're just movies, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I appreciate like to know me, I'm more of a traditionalist. I love Lord of the Rings. I love Gladiator. It was one of my favorite movies of all time.
Hey Tim,
Probably my number 2.
Tim, would you think I was a heathen if I said that I've never seen a single Lord of the Rings movie all the way through?
No, man, there's so much content out there. It's impossible to see everything. When someone recommends a movie or a series to me, I'm open for it. It's like, because we're exposed to content at an incredible rate now. We're living in a different era, which we've never really experienced before, and we're adapting. So I'm not going to judge you based on what you've seen or your opinion. Because you love a certain series, more power to you. I don't care. If you love something, you love something. There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm kind of at the point where I don't love anything anymore.
No,
I love Dragon Ball Z.
Kenjin Ashura. It's a fucking class.
I'm gonna write that down.
I don't love anything anymore.
I love that.
I used to look forward to movies and TV shows and all this and all that, and it just kind of got drawn out of me. I just don't care anymore.
Well, Slash, what's your top 3 favorite films of all time? I think we should go around and you know what I mean.
My top 3: RoboCop,
Yeah.
number 1. RoboCop,
like-
number 1.
I like RoboCop.
RoboCop is my number 1. Batman, 1989, number 2.
It's good.
Number 3, The Warriors. It's my top 3.
Oh, with Tom Hardy. Yeah.
No, the Warriors was a 70
no, never mind. I know what you're talking about.
gang movie.
The gang, yeah.
Although that movie with Tom Hardy, I did like that movie, but that's not my favorite.
Gotcha. Moira.
But there's my top 3.
All right, Jen. Moira's not listening. Jen, what's your favorite movie?
Well,
Top 3.
I've got like loads of like top films, like, but these are sort of like, these are the sort of like top 3 that are like, thingy. It's like in no thingy order, like, but Running Man, with Schwarzenegger.
Good one.
Yeah, Live and Let Die.
Never saw it.
James Bond.
I like that
Roger
film.
Moore. Yes, the one with the crocodile.
I missed out on a lot of Bond.
Running Man was Hunger Games before it was Hunger Games. Running
Yeah,
Man
it
was good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well, so was
Yeah.
Lord of
And
the Flies was before Hunger Games too. So.
Yeah.
And then the third one, and I know you've seen this, Slasher, New Barbarians.
That's actually on your number 3. Oh,
with
shit.
Arnold?
Okay, what did you call it? Shit.
I didn't.
I'm saying
no.
that would be your number 3 of all time. That one.
Fucking class.
Okay, I ain't get like
You
I
want
said.
volumes up there?
Like I
It's
said,
just-
like I said, I ain't gonna.
Look,
fall
man,
back.
if you love what you love, man, don't
I'm
be
saying, like,
apologetic for it. Just
I
love
was
it.
just
well-
surprised. I ain't gonna fault him. I'm just saying I was
Yeah,
surprised.
well, I could put like a few movies before that, but I do love that film more. It is one of them films that fucking I can watch over again, like I can do with Running Man and Live and Let Die. because I've seen Running Man and Live and Let Die and New Barbarians probably about 15 times each.
Oh wow, nice. JJ, what's your favorite?
Yeah, JJ. If JJ's still here,
Yeah, I'm just sitting here eating my sun chips, so I ain't crunching in you guys' ear.
Oh, dude, I love Sun Chips.
you can crunch away. I don't give a shit.
The real
No,
I know. I can't stand
professional.
hearing people eat.
Are those the original Sun Chips? Like the original?
They're the cheddar.
Ooh, those are good. My favorite is actually the original Sun Chips, like the original taste. But yeah,
They're great. They're great with salsa.
Ooh, I love salsa.
The French onion ones ain't bad either.
JJ, can you name 3 favorite movies off the top of your head? 3 favorite movies, not series. I'm saying like individual movies. Can you name 3 individual movies?
Bro, who you
That are
talking?
your-
I can
that are
name you
your-
20 movies right now.
Oh, come on, Cam. Okay.
Number one that tops the list for me is Revenge of the Sith, Episode 3.
Okay.
And then at number two would be The Empire Strikes Back. And then after that, number 3 would be Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
nice.
Ooh.
nice.
I wouldn't think one of the sequels of Star Wars would have been your number 1 favorite.
Oh yeah, dude. Don't get me wrong. I seen Episode 4 when I was 4 years old, dude. In 1977. Okay, when it was just called Star Wars. Don't get me wrong. That's what got
but
me
it was
hooked.
just called Star Wars. Yes.
yeah. It was just Star Wars. No New Hope. No Episode 4. Nothing. Just Star Wars.
The only thing you saw A New Hope was in the opening scroll credits. That's the only thing you saw A New Hope.
Nope. You just saw Star Wars. That's all it said.
No,
when it
I
first came
remember-
out, it did. Yeah.
Well, I remember they started doing it later with A New Hope.
Yeah,
He did. Lucas did that because that's after he found out he was going to do Empire Strikes Back.
Oh dang.
Okay. Yeah, because he was just going to do a one and done, but it was such a success, he went ahead and decided to do his story.
Yeah, what people don't realize, the fact was it was a major risk for the studio to do the original Star Wars. It was a massive risk, just like Jaws. Like what people don't know about Jaws, there's a whole documentary on Netflix, is the fact that the props are 2 weeks late. So the reason why they didn't show the shark at the start was
It wasn't working. It wasn't working.
well, not only that, but look, they were going with because Jaws is kind of like a horror-esque film.
Yeah. Oh, it is. It definitely is a horror movie. I would.
The
definitely say
props, they used practical props with Spielberg. It was still a risk, and it worked in their favor. What people don't realize is that they had to do what they had to do because they only had a limited time of what they had set up, and the rest is history from there. There's a whole documentary on Netflix, which is incredible. I recommend anyone watching it on Netflix.
I've seen the documentary, and it was a case of they did want to show more of the shark, but when they put it in the water,
the water fucked it up.
Yeah. And so they had to film sort of around it as where they sort of just do it from the shark's sort of point of sight in it.
I remember hearing that the water fucked it up when
You're
it was.
exactly right.
I think what it was they'd made it and then they'd tested it out in a swimming pool, but when they put it in the sea, because of the salt water,
Dries it out.
I think some of the salt crystals got in.
Yes.
Yeah, the mechanics and blocks it up, and so they had to stop filming and redo it.
Well, you
'Cause
look.
I
I
think
mean,
they had
you look at Free Willy. The way they captured that, they use a real well. The thing is, you can't use especially in that time. What was that 40 years ago or how?
Yeah. Well, also, Free Willy was 90s. Jaws was 70s.
Yeah.
You have
So-
you had a lot more at your fingertips
Hey,
to make a
wait.
movie in the '90s compared to what you had in the '70s.
Yeah.
Well, you
so-
say you can't use live sharks, but in James Bond, it's what one with Sean
Was that
Connery.
Thunderball?
I think it could be, but yeah, it's one of the Sean Connery films where there's a bit where he's got to swim in this pool and these sharks come and they didn't tell Sean Connery, oh, we'll let the, because apparently if you don't, because like Jaws is like ridiculously massive. These were just sort of like normal, sort of like size of your normal man sort of thing, you know, like a big dog sort of size. So they won't go to like eat him, but they could have bit him, and they didn't tell him like but they like set him through, and you see it in the film where Sean Connery has that like look of fear of, oh, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And it's because but
It's
that
real.
was done in the night. Yeah, that was done in the 1960s. Or so it was like it was Sean Connery's, like I say, like it was one of his films. So
Well, it was an accident though, right? Like they had a pane of glass that was supposed to separate him from the shark, and
no, it was because the knew that the sharks weren't all that vicious. They only got vicious if you started slamming them. You know, if you attacked them. But if they're like piranha fish, if you don't like,
If you startle them up, they're gonna get.
Yeah.
You just don't
they'll
have
get
to
aggressive.
start. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, well, I thought what I heard was that he was supposed to be separated by glass from the sharks, and that the sharks found a way around the glass and went up to him, and that he got spooked because he was told that there was no way that was going to happen, and then it did, and so that they kept the shark with his real look of fear in the movie.
Yeah. Well, no, I think they might have told him, oh yeah, we've got some glass, but the say it off anyway. They're like, no, that like it was gonna be there in that, so they just set the sharks through, and bit like
Alien.
sending sort of like passing sort of horse or something, riding past someone, but they knew the sharks weren't going to attack him. They were going to swim past him. So yeah.
So are you saying that the filmmakers did it on purpose because they knew the sharks, and they didn't tell him, and they knew the sharks would go around, but they were pretty sure that the sharks wouldn't attack him?
Yeah,
that's funny. So
because right, remember that Darius, it's a Bond film. Like there's loads of stuntmen and everything that was like top sort of quality. They knew exactly what they was doing. As in, if
dang,
right, there's a few examples in movies. I think of Alien, where like when the chest burster comes out, like none of the actors knew it was going to happen, and so you get that real surprise reaction of fear.
Yeah, that real hardcore reaction from the people that are around. That type of shit.
Yeah, I feel like the most iconic scene ever is in Django Unchained when DiCaprio smashes his hand on the glass. That's really him smashing on his hand on the glass.
I never saw that movie.
On Kerry Washington. No, man, it's a real scene. It's a real scene.
Oh, with the hammer, right? He's got the hammer.
Well, no, not a hammer. Like literally, dude, he broke glass on screen.
Mm-hmm.
He literally went through his hand, and he kept in character. And Jamie Foxx is a great actor, but he was like, "Ooh, you can see his like face on the screen." It's like, "Holy shit!" Holy crap!
Concern.
Yeah, but no, he was so into character, committed to the character. It was like so far more compelling, and that like DiCaprio is my favorite actor ever because that dude is very selective in films he's in, and he nails it every time.
Yeah,
and
he really
performance.
really does. I will say that about him. He is a great actor. He's good. He's good. He's really good.
Yeah.
I didn't really like him in most of his earlier stuff.
The Wolf of Wall Street. Oh my God.
I actually
No,
love
no,
that he
no.
did
He's
it.
getting good.
The Wolf
No,
of
but
Wall Street. That movie was fucking insane.
Yeah,
the
with
two.
well,
His speech, man, was incredible. Like it was like that speech where he's speaking to the crowd, man. Oh my gosh, dude, that was like so awesome. Like it tells you how competitive and how political like the Oscars is. All right, it's like
Oh yeah.
with the right people and all that. It's like, how did my man not win an Oscar? But then there's other people giving incredible performances too. It's like, how do you decide? Because it's subjective. But I was like, damn. Like, because he had to get out of the mindset that he's a pretty boy. Like, they were like, oh, no, he's a pretty boy and he can't get nominated. But in Gilbert Grape,
Well, what are you talking about? Pretty Boys were always nominated, though. Pretty Boys were always nominated.
for a lot of his career, he was like, cast as a pretty boy.
Nominated but not winning. There's a difference. Like, if you're nominated a bunch of times but you're not winning, you're like, what the hell's going on? I'm not being taken seriously. I'm nominated because of my face, but I want to be noticed because I'm a good actor. That's what a lot of them deal with. I mean, look at Daniel Day-Lewis. He's not a pretty face.
But, all right.
Dude wins every time he's up.
From what I remember with, the whole thing, being a little kid growing up in the 80s and 90s, watching movies, there was some sort of visual thing that you had to be drawn into of watching a certain actor or actress, right?
Of course.
There was
Yeah.
some sort of thing like that. So it's like whether they were ugly or I won't say ugly. Whether they were traditionally attractive or not, right? Like say Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates is awesome and everything she fucking is in, but we all don't think of Kathy Bates as a perfect 10 model, right? We all don't think of Kathy Bates as a Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition. We don't think of her at that.
Yeah.
But she's still fucking everything that woman's in. She's fucking awesome.
Right. And when you see that she's in a movie, you want to watch it.
Every single thing I've seen Kathy Bates is in, I'll be like, yeah, I want to watch this.
Yeah, life is not fair. It's I mean, I 100% agree with you. I mean, people like I see people on TikTok and all the girls do on there to be famous flop their boobs around, and I'm like,
Well,
oh my God.
how many women out there are gonna say they want to bang Danny DeVito? Danny DeVito is awesome in everything I've seen him in.
He's good in every role. He's funny and he's realistic, and I love seeing Danny DeVito. I wish he would come back.
You don't always have to have the aesthetic as long as someone has a screen presence, right?
Yeah. I mean, you can't teach that either. Like when
you can't teach that. You really can't teach that.
When someone's a star, they're a star. Like Keanu Reeves is not the best actor, but that dude's just a star. Everyone likes him.
You know what?
Charisma.
He wasn't in the beginning, but he got a lot better later on.
Yeah,
he did actually learn from his early shit that, hey, I have to do something about my acting ability. He did learn that.
But he's always had charisma, and not everybody has charisma.
Yeah. Wait, going back to Daniel Day-Lewis, though, do you remember what he did?
He's not a looker too, right? But he's
no.
Daniel Day-Lewis was never a looker, but he always killed
can be anything he wants to be. Because in the last my weekend, man, it like there was some women like pretty much watching that film just because Daniel Day-Lewis was in it with his shirt open, running off of like waterfall.
Yeah, he was. I feel like he was good looking back in his day, but like he, he's not the traditional like Barbie doll. I get what you're saying.
He's not like the traditional leading man looks. He's He's kind of the way like women.
But he was in The Last Mohican though. Because if he like if Daniel Day-Lewis, but it was one of them where he had to bulk up and getting bulked up is like easier than keeping bulked up sort of thing. So it was keeping that, but if he could have kept that bulk in that, he'd be able to do loads of like other sort of leading guy sort of.
No, what he does is captivates the role, and like every role he's in.
Oh, well, as I say, he can be anything he wants to be
because he's method. Because he does the method shit.
Well, I could be talking to Daniel Day-Lewis, and I won't know because that's how much of a good actor he is.
Right. Yeah, like people who worked with like Gary Oldman on the Dracula movie, they said they never met him. They only met, the character.
Oh, that's the other one too. See, Gary Oldman.
Good.
See, everyone sleeps on Gary Oldman. That motherfucker, I fucking love that.
He finally won an Oscar like 2019 or whatever, but that dude as Commissioner
Gordon, my God.
Dude, he was so good.
Watch the movie True Romance and see Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman has like a 5.
Drexel.
Oh my God, him as Drexel. Romance. Oh my God.
Mr. It White Boy Day.
Oh shit.
It ain't White Boy Day, is it?
No, it definitely ain't White Boy.
No, it ain't White Boy Day. Yeah, dude, he's amazing in that.
Gary Oldman's a great actor, but you can always pretty much tell it's Gary Oldman, though.
I don't know. The first movie I ever saw Gary Oldman in was Sid and Nancy. And then later on, when I saw Gary Oldman, I was like, holy shit, this is the motherfucker from Sid and Nancy?
Yeah, true. Because, like, he is playing Sid Vicious, though, isn't he? And so he
That's
just sort
what
of like.
Saying. He gets like, he gets swept up into it.
But he's a good actor. But I'm just saying, though, most of it, though, you can pretty tell. Because, like, you could tell it was Gary Oldman just doing a thing.
Sure, people get typecasted, but look, man, like before the Commissioner Gordon thing, his acting style was far different, and then afterwards, maybe he got subgrouped into the same type of roles. But then when he won the Oscar in 2000, was it 19 or 20? He was different. Like, he put prosthetics and all that on his face. He was totally different. But like, dude. Like his mannerisms, like you ever see him in interviews or whatever. Why I appreciate him, or even Christian. Bale.
He's chill. He's a chill dude.
Well, look at Christian Bale, dude. He's Irish. He has a massive, strong accent, and Christian Bale is slept on a lot of times because, like, what was the movie that came before the Dark Knight series where he played the sadistic guy that would murder people?
American Psycho.
Okay, American Psycho. Well, no one knew. Everyone thought he was American. Everyone thought he was American until they had a conversation with him afterwards. It wasn't until later on in filming they realized he was from a different country.
Did you ever see The Machinist?
I don't think he's Irish. I think he's English.
Yeah,
did you ever see The Machinist? Guy, The Machinist. He
is that the movie where he got really skinny?
Oh my God, he looks like he was even more cracked out in that movie than he was in The Fighter.
Yeah.
Do you know
pretty cracked out in The Fighter?
Anorexic.
Do you know what his diet was for the Machinist?
Crack.
Well, it might have been, but what he said is 1 apple a day he was eating.
Holy crap! Keep his sugar up. Like that's what the apple's gonna do. And but like, dang, yeah. I mean, you could tell, dude, that like his transformation is unhealthy, but he's committed. I mean,
well, a lot of them do that to themselves to prepare themselves for roles. A lot of them get themselves really fucked up.
Hey guys,
well, Christian Bale was a child actor because he was in
he was a child. I know he was a child actor. JJ, what's up, bro?
You know what time it is. I got to dip. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.
No problem, man.
Yeah, man.
Thanks for hanging out, JJ.
Yeah, man. Good to see everyone. Take care.
Good night.
Yeah.
Even you, Moira, even though you're not listening.
She's in the phone zone. She's in the phone zone.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
All right,
JJ,
guys, take care.
do
Yeah,
you watch?
yeah.
Are you watching Bad Batch?
Yeah, man, I'm doing a roundtable for it on Sundays.
All right, maybe we'll have to link up. I mean, maybe on my channel or your channel or whatever. I'm watching it, so I enjoyed being on your channel. So I'll hit you up sometime, man. Thank you.
Well, we're like I said, I'm already watching it right now. We're doing an episode roundtable every Sunday at 8:30 Eastern, um, over on Cal Central.
Okay, cool.
So come
yeah,
check it out. And I'm always looking. Like last week, I was trying to find a guest person, for it, and last minute, Commodore Ty popped in for me, but I might be looking for a guest this week because one of the guys that's on the panel is on a 2-week break for school. So I might bring you in. So just keep your ears open.
Yeah, all right, man. Cool. Yeah, hit me up, man.
Yeah. All right. Y'all have a good night, everyone.
You too,
Good
JJ.
night,
You too, Jay.
So Keely Chow said, if there's going to be a new Black Scorpion show, Danny DeVito is my choice to play Mayor Worth on that show. John Glover would be second choice to play the Black Scorpion villain Clockwise. I can't say I know those characters. But I will look
Oh, shit. And in the last second, Wookie drops in. What's good, Wookie? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, Wookie?
Hello there.
Wookiee's looking nicer, isn't he? I never knew how good looking Wookiee really was.
I know. Yeah.
That's tell you I love you, Wookiee.
Wookie got that gorgeous long blonde hair.
Yeah.
Hey, Moira. Wookie saying hello to you. Moira, unmute yourself.
For some reason, I'm getting caught up on YouTube having a bunch of 10-minute clips of House. It's always just the very good part, the symptoms, them figuring it out and curing it in 10 minutes. All the fluff, all the rest of the fluff gone.
All right, well, I'm going to take a piss. Moira, you're second in command. Take over.
Yeah. Only a crazy person would leave me in charge.
Oh, Keely, Black Scorpion was a Canadian show, right? That's why I've never seen it. Anybody here seen Black Scorpion?
Nope.
I don't think so.
Nobody here's Canadian.
Fuck no.
So wait, who was the last person we were talking about? As far as oh yeah, Christian Bale.
Oh yeah, I missed that.
Yeah. Machinist, or we're talking about how he makes.
Ew, not that Christian Bale. Yeah.
American. Oh, the show's American? I thought it was Canadian.
You can't trust Canadians. They're weird. Can't trust the leaders either. You can't really trust ours either. Anyway. Wookie, it says, and I do believe if I can hear these words, I'm dead sexy. I feel like that's what I'm hearing when I see those words.
Do you think I got a sexy body?
I'm dead, Shaksha. What's going on?
Meow.
Okay, so it was a Sci-Fi Channel series, and in 2001 on Sci-Fi Channel and on the Space Channel in Canada. Okay, so I stand corrected.
Hey,
right.
Kylo Ren, do you have a lightsaber?
It's coming soon.
Well, let me know. We should do a duet of lightsaber and lightsaber.
Oh yeah, when my Kylo Ren costume comes in and my lightsaber, I'm gonna do a whole YouTube video about it, and I'm gonna do it on TikTok too, like an unboxing episode.
I will try to get some kind of face paint so I can look like Darth Maul.
Are you gonna?
Oh, that'd be cool.
Be awesome.
I'll have my hair pulled back and my little hair. I can't do the spikes, but I can have parts of my hair bald up here, here, and here, so it looks like it.
I still want Moira to do Dark Talon.
Ooh,
I mean,
dude.
I could probably do the makeup if I had the money for the materials, but I do not.
Yeah. Dark Talon.
Eric and Mora should get a Princess Leia, the Jabba the Hutt slave costume.
Ew.
And-
First off, I found out how much I weighed the other day. No.
Well, you
I'm almost
might
30
have
pounds
weight, but
overweight.
you'd still look good in a Princess Leia slave costume. And then you could have like Jabba the Hutt
I would look
imposed
like Jabba
in the
the Hutt in the
background.
Princess Leia outfit.
Moira, what about the Ula mesh? You know that like swimsuit that Ula wears when she's dancing for Jabba,
Don't remember.
and you get to be all blue.
Yeah, it's just like a 80s sort of like bikini, but with a bit more because it's like a dress, but it's like
The costume would be super cheap.
Yeah.
Unless
Oh,
you're
yeah, okay.
counting the fact that I would have to make those things that come off the back of her head.
Yeah, we're already figuring out ways to do that.
How am I going to make
use
sure it stays on my head?
Use your hair.
I can
Use
fake
your
it.
hair.
I can guarantee it will stay.
You could make it happen.
Do two plaits like.
And of course, her costume is easy. She's wearing electrical tape, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And besides, she has a different weapon than I'm able to use, at least as far as I know of.
You know, I know a club downtown where the women wear electrical tape. I can get some tips for you.
I love that.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. It's the Goth Industrial Club in Detroit.
Is this in Metro
And
City?
Figures.
Yeah, Delta
Yeah,
City.
Guys, I really do dark small because, like, all I need is dark pants, dark shirt, and do my face, and I don't have to worry about prosthesis coming off the back of my head.
All you have to do is get a.
Yes, Wookie, the Canadians
wait.
will wear with their flapping tops of their head. Their little flapping jaws full of lies. Yeah.
I don't know too many Canadians.
We actually know more than we realize.
Why? Who's Canadian? Who's Canadian group?
Multi-Gunman is Canadian.
Against John.
What?
Well, it's obvious with Multi Gunman because his avatar is a maple leaf.
Well, yeah.
Well, I don't talk
We
to
know
him.
few Canadians. They just don't sound fucking Canadian.
I see him on your chats. He don't come in here. I don't know him. Other than your chat.
I'm sorry, I didn't know we were talking about just your channel. My bad.
Yen's dropped. Yen,
Ah,
let's see if
He
he'll be
said,
back.
I don't know any Canadians. And
yeah, she's
we
just saying
know
that
pretty much the same
we
people.
do. You just might not realize they're Canadian.
I've never spoke to
Oh,
that.
wait, I think this
Canadian
fucker
person.
here is Canadian.
No,
Me?
Darius is from Detroit.
Oh, that's
from
right.
fucking Delta City.
Detroit, you know how close Detroit is to Canada?
He cleans
Yeah.
up the crime in Delta City, Moira. Get
Hell
it
yeah.
right.
He could
You know-
take his happy ass across the Windsor Bridge and go to some weird ass fucking club in Detroit if he wanted.
Well, I used to do that. I used to go across the bridge to go to weird clubs in Windsor, Canada.
Well, there you go. See? So just because he lived in Michigan doesn't mean he didn't live in Canada or he
Yeah.
wasn't originally Canadian.
Dude, there's some wild spots in Windsor. I'll tell you about them
What's
later.
up, Jedi Bill? How you doing?
What's up, Jedi Bill?
How you doing, bro?
Yo, Moira, did I tell you that my grandfather was from Canada and allegedly he swam across the Detroit River, and that's why there's no immigration paperwork.
I did not know that, but
Did you think that sounded like a bullshit story when you heard it, Darius?
Yeah, kind of. I heard it from my dad. But when I was looking it up on Ancestry, I couldn't find. I found all the census data and his marriage records and all kinds of other records, but there was no immigration record. And I was like, "Hey, Dad, what's up with that?" He's like, "Oh yeah, he swam across the river." I was like, "Yeah, sounds apocryphal. Is that what he told you?" He's like, "Yeah, that's what he told us." South Park told me everything I know about
that's
Canadians.
right. Yes.
Blame Canada. Blame Canada. It's not a Great Lake. No, the Detroit River is not a Great Lake.
They really hate Canadians.
It's a river.
They
It's a
really,
river, not a lake.
they,
Rivers drain into lakes. And
they
shit.
really, really hate Canadians. Matt Stone and Trey Parker, they really seem to hate
Well,
Canadians.
literally, they hate everybody.
Oh, Jedi Bill is still live on the soup.
Oh, he is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I got him open another tab. Yeah, he's still going. He's still got 3 guests.
yeah.
And he's paying you a visit anyway.
Well, thank you, Jedi Bill.
Oh, thank you, Keely Chow.
I can't
That's a great
believe
compliment.
Detroit River, and he goes, "Is that a lake?"
We've got 5 Great Lakes: Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Lake Erie,
Huron.
Lake Ontario.
Erie, I knew was one of them. I knew Erie
Mhm.
was one of them.
Huron. Yeah, that.
And Lake Huron, yeah.
Call out one of them.
Huron. Okay.
That's the last one. Yeah. So Lake Michigan is between Michigan and Chicago, and then is it Lake Ontario, the one over by New York?
So you're still in Detroit.
I do not live in the city of Detroit.
He lives outside of Detroit, probably something like I forgot the name of that fucking place
Hello.
now.
Hey, Tim.
Dearborn. Maybe.
Let's see. Let me
It's
try.
been so long since I've been to Michigan. That was like in
Where-
2003.
Where is Darius? Where is the university? Is it Lansing?
Which university? We got quite a few.
I mean the main, the Wolverines.
Oh, University of Michigan is in Ann Arbor. But
Ann
there
Arbor.
is
Ann Arbor. Okay.
there are 2 more campuses. There's one in Dearborn and there's one in Flint.
Okay.
And there's Michigan State University, which is in East Lansing.
He said that John of John Talks lives in Detroit.
Oh, Spartans.
Oh yeah. I forgot that that John of John Talks in the Detroit area. Also, ETEP is from Detroit.
Oh dang. Those are like ghetto areas.
Well, some of them are. It's kind of checkerboard in some places where you've got like good areas next to bad areas, next to good areas, and
Well,
although
I don't live in Detroit, but I live in a ghetto area. So.
oh yeah, no, I'm sure New York has a lot of that too. The thing is, with Detroit, it's more of like the sprawl, you know, because you got the city. Detroit is kind of like LA in that way, where you have like the city itself, and then you have like a metropolitan sprawl going all the way out.
It's the same here. It's the same exact thing here. I could take a train ride to a place that doesn't have project buildings all around me.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Yeah.
I kind of imagine New
But, you
York
know,
being like
the
Midgar, where like once you hit the city limits, it's nothing but desert for miles.
But also the funny thing is, I can go walking off the train in Manhattan and take a stroll on Park and Avenue and still get into a knife fight somehow. So it doesn't matter where you are.
Man.
It matters what you run into.
Yeah, and it's like I feel like some like certain areas like they want to be in that like
Mindset.
mindset and complication. They bring it on themselves. Like it's the whole thing that comes back to who you surround yourself with, right? And I'm just like, yeah, I mean, I've lived in like bad areas growing up or whatever, and my dad was a military man, and we grew up poor and all that. But like, you know, what my dad did was he worked his butt off to get him outside out of that like subgroup or whatever. I mean, it's about your choices that you make. And I think what people are like missing today, they watch too much of a certain channel and they need to watch every channel to get like more of a multifaceted perspective. And that's what I feel like is truly missing in the younger generation or the society today.
That's what we grew up with in the 80s and 90s. Being accepted of everybody.
Yeah, I mean, we're missing that sweet spot. The 80s and 90s were great. I mean, it wasn't until like after the 2000s, the iPhone came out and we're overexposed to media. That's the difference. We're like we receive information so fast that we don't even like understand it. We don't have a time to even really think, and we have major big tech companies telling us how to think, and
Right.
actually like indulging how it's affecting us. That's the problem. And the youth does stuff just because it's trendy, and they don't even take a time to think about it for themselves, and then tell their parents that you're wrong, you're ignorant, all that, but they've been around a lot longer than them. That is the massive gap. What's going on? But no one wants to admit it. They're wrong.
What's the
So
worst? What's the worst place you've ever been to, Tim? The word if you could pinpoint one single place in America you've ever been to, where you just walked around and looked like this place is a wasteland.
well,
What would you say?
downtown Los Angeles, because a lot of people were homeless. Maybe downtown Chicago when I was shooting a film, like for independent film, a lot of people were homeless, asking for money, and they were all like, just like all cracked out in preludes or whatever you call them. But maybe it's probably L.A. because their homeless problem is a huge problem. They do flood the streets. Downtown LA, I'm talking about. Downtown LA. And that's probably the worst. Or whatever. I realize Gary, Indiana is maybe the worst because I live in Indiana.
I always hear about Gary, Indiana being very bad. I always hear
yeah. Yeah. But no, I think LA needs to do something about how much homeless people are there. Why are there
I heard San Francisco was pretty bad too.
Yeah, yeah, that too. But like, I mean, the real question is like, why are they flooding to that area? You know what I mean? Like, why is that specific point? You know what I mean? Why are they going there?
Because they're given free haven to go there. Right? Because they're sanctuary cities. Right?
Like more open cities? Is that what you're saying? Like more open?
I'm just saying, like they're hugely democratic run cities.
Yeah, I believe. Like, look at like the whole Portland situation or Seattle. I'm actually from Washington State, and look what happened when you let one side go too far.
Good God!
Like, look what happened to the city. Like, they built the fort. There was no real plan, and everything failed afterwards. That, I understand. Like, if someone wants to have a different opinion, but that's a purely example what happens when one side goes too far.
Is
There
your
was no structure.
Your hometown is Seattle? Your where you were born?
I was born in Olympia, the capital of Washington State.
But you're still born in
Yeah. Like kind of close, but like I would go to Seattle often. I have family members that live in Seattle that are like biracially Native American. So I have I have family members that do live in the reservation. I do, but I'm not enough of anything to like coexist with like them. So it's really hard for like I don't know, like people are so today they're so like calculated on like what do you identify and all of that. And what I try to bring to the table is just like, we all turn our hands over. We all have like, hopefully if you're an amputee or whatever, we're all born with fingers and toes. And we all look at our hands and we're all like relatively the same. When we look at our hands and put them together, we reunite. And people are so stuck together on race and color because of the media.
All it is more separation. That's all it is creating
because of
more
the media, man. It's all because of the media. They over hyperlize like everything. It's like they take a magnifying glass and they tell us why we can't like be friends with each other. And I'm like, when I grew up, I never knew about any of this. I didn't give an F that Michael Jordan was black.
Same
Like,
thing.
he was just my hero.
Same thing.
Yeah, so it's got out of hand, and people just need to start speaking up about it. I mean, it's like
They've been. Everyone's been.
yeah, but they got to choose their more wisely. You can't call people names, right? You gotta
Be less white. Here you go. What Wookie says. Be less white.
That's what I feel like right now. It's just like I was talking to my dad about it. I was like, man, this is like an intense generation because like they try to make like because of the color of my skin, I'm not worthy or I'm not susceptible to what should be coexisting with society. Who's telling us that? The media. The media is telling us that we are not okay. I was like, look, man, I never made any of those mistakes. Why are you judging me on the color of my skin and you're telling me to like treat you based on the color of your skin?
Because
right? It's so hypocritical.
Because hypocrisy is accepted.
They want a race war.
Yeah, they want a race war, and hypocrisy is accepted in certain manners.
I'll say something here.
They want a race war. I 100% agree with what Yun said there. That they want a race. They want a race war so bad. They want it so bad. They want it so bad. They're fucking salivating. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not about equality. It's about revenge. You know, like I have like a diverse friend group or whatever. I went to college, met a lot of diverse people, and people are awakening up or whatever and seeing how ridiculous this is getting. They know how ridiculous this is getting, and like it's like, man, if someone disagrees you on your political field, that's fine. But if you're gonna hate them, that's fine. It's not fine. But like the thing is, most likely, someone in the opposite party is gonna save your life and it's gonna change your view of thinking about things. And the real question is, would they save your life? Would you save their life after? This is for the Democratic Party view, because they seem to be a little bit more hypercritical of like someone that would be more Republican.
Tim,
I don't identify as anything. Like
Tim, we told you it's Marxist communism. You've got to rather be a Marxist communist or you're gonna go to the gas chamber.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those things is where, like, one day they're going to get saved by someone on the opposite side party, and they're going to change their mind. They're like, holy crap, no one on my party saved me. But then I stepped up, risked my life, and saved that person, and that's how change is going to exist.
Also, Tim, they eat their own. When one of them goes against the grain on their own political party, they eat their own. If you haven't noticed.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it too many times. Like, look what's happening to Pedro Pascal right now. Like, deeply huge. They'll come back at him again. like, dang, man. It's like,
That's
what happened Yeah, I mean, people just need to chill out. Like, what happened to Gina? I feel like, yeah, she did, like, spark more attention than she needed to, but she should never got canceled based on what she was saying. What she was saying was like the example of cancel culture.
Here's an example. Okay, Scarlett Johansson. She literally gave a speech at the Pussy Hat March. The Washington Pussy Hat March. And then all of a sudden, when she did, what was it, Ghost in the Shell?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They came after her.
Yeah, I saw that.
Then she let shit die down a little bit. And then all of a sudden, she comes in saying actors shouldn't have political opinions. But you were at the Pussy Hat March. You literally gave a speech at the Washington Pussy Hat March. So you can't really don't talk out of both sides of your mouth. Is what I'm saying.
Mm. Well,
Yeah, the
the
thing
stuff
was,
they're
it's just
making
like
that film.
she's a robotics, man. Like
Well, Tim, I think you're dim as fuck when it comes to
what
politics,
Asian
mate.
actress could sell a market like that?
I'm just saying
Yeah,
when you're
I
an
mean it
actor,
is heavily
when you're an
politics,
actor,
but
when
what
you're an
Asian
actor.
actress could sell a film like her? She's
I'm just
absolutely
saying when you're an actor and your whole bread and butter,
like
and when you're especially this day and age where your bread and butter is to be a hardcore lefty, and then when the hardcore lefty group comes at you for doing something or saying something that steps out of line, and then you have to fucking come and defend yourself. You deserve it. You deserve it because these were the rules that
yeah,
you
and it's
fucking
like
made.
it's
These
not
were the
right.
rules. These were the rules that your group made. These are the rules that your group made. So don't fucking cry about it. And
It's
that's
all
all I
about
have to say about
control. Here, you're right. It's all about control. If you're going against what they're fucking telling you to do, then you ain't part of the group. And if you're not part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. And
But I'm
they
saying
don't
though,
want problems.
I'm saying though, when you're part of the group, but when the group goes against you, and then you have to
Yeah,
defend yourself and go against the group. Yeah, fuck
yeah.
you. You kind of reap what you sow. It's kind of like fuck you. You reap what you sow, because you were claiming this whole bullshit the entire time. But now when your group comes for you like a pack of hungry piranha, yeah, now you're gonna cry. Nah, fuck you. You deserve it.
Isn't that what happened to Sarah Silverman?
Yes, it did.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
it
think you're
did.
completely right.
Yes, it did. And she deserved
Yeah,
it.
I think you're
She deserved it.
completely right because it's just like they're like the culture there is like an echo chamber.
Of course, it
Well,
has to be cultural Marxism. If you're not in the echo chamber, you're gonna be in a fucking gas chamber.
but I'm saying when you get bit, don't fucking cry when you were asking for those piranhas to bite someone else at another point. Don't do that. When those piranhas come for you, don't cry when you sick
Mm.
them on someone else.
Yeah.
Hmm. And that's why we can never kneel
Never.
No.
or apologize.
Fucking no. Hell fucking no. Hell fucking no.
Because Marxist communism is like a pyramid scheme, as
It
in
is.
Hmm.
the top tier might have the benefits, but after your third top tier, it gets right shite. And then when you're on the bottom tier, you're just basically a slave.
Hmm. And the only way to move up is to perpetuate it.
Yeah, is to be more of a fucking cunt than your fellow
I mean,
man.
is it so hard to see right from wrong? And is it like why is hypocrisy so swept under
Well,
the fucking
well,
rug?
yeah, but what it is, like with the pyramid scheme, it's easy money promised real quick and no consequences. That's what they tell you, but obviously it's not. But this is the thing with pyramid schemes. Your top sort of
Oh
three
yeah. And then you
layers.
knock three down, and you knock another three down. Yes, I know.
No, you're saying no, but the top three or your top layers will like just fuck off and abandon it and leave like the rest of the people with the shit.
Well, I don't know. They didn't leave. That fucking one of them. What was it? She built. She has 4 mansions.
No, but
Yeah,
it's,
something
one
like
of
that.
them, one of them BLM ladies got 4 fucking mansions.
yeah, but the pyramid scheme is still going on. It's they're still like taking the money from the dumb people who think that they're gonna be
Yeah,
like,
that's how this woman was able to buy 4 mansions.
yeah. Well, right. Hopefully, it's not going to happen. But if it keeps doing that, sooner or later, she'd have all the money, and then everyone else would have fuck all. And that's when, like, yeah, and that's when you go in eating zoo animals, like in Venezuela.
Oh shit! You're breaking a fucking zoo with a Bowie knife, and
Yeah,
I
panda
need
steak.
I need some zebra.
Do they do that down there?
Dang.
Oh, Slash, you see Wookie's comment? Did you hear about the new woke microwave? It seats 30 Trump supporters.
Oh, walk away. What the fuck?
It's messed up. It's terrible.
Well, I tell you something. That's what they'd want to do in the end, because they know when they steal all the money, there's going to be a lot of pissed off people, and they don't want these pissed off people having a voice, knowing who's to blame for the con vote.
Who's to blame though? Who really is to blame? Who are you gonna point the fingers at? The Democrats have been the destroyers. I'm sorry.
It's the globalists.
These past 2 fucking years, the Democrats have been totally red
No, but you blame the
stamping.
globalists. You blame the globalists because
Okay, but I'm talking about here in the U.S.
yeah, exactly.
The Democrats
George
have been
Soros.
patting themselves
George
on the
Soros.
back. The Democrats have
George
been patting
Soros.
themselves on the back for the destruction of cities. They've
Yeah, but-
been doing it.
Yeah, but left or right, they're both off. So whichever sort of
You know what? Don't even get me started on the right, because these fucking pussies let this shit happen. Because fuck them too. I'm not a fucking Democrat or a Republican, because fuck both those parties. Fuck the both of them.
yeah, well, hopefully
They let the snake eat its own fucking tail. That's what they fucking did. The fucking both of them.
No, it's George Soros. George Soros.
I know fucking George Soros. I know all about
Well,
it.
he controls all your fucking politicians, and whatever he says for them to do, they will fucking do it, because he is making money from America, because he's betting on America economy to be real shit.
The other thing is, because I will say I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, because if I really am getting annoyed with burning down cities and Antifa and all that shit, and I speak out about it, I'll be called a hardcore right-wing alt-right Nazi, because I oppose that shit. I will be called that.
Marxism.
Yet I do not bow to anyone who bows to a political party. I feel sorry for them.
Yeah. Well, as I said, there's these sort of people who thinking that the more they bow down, the more they're
Can we
going to get
not just have
rewarded.
right from wrong? Can we not just have right from wrong? Is that so hard to ask? Is that so difficult to ask? Can we not just have right from wrong?
Yeah, but
the problem is it's diluted, man. Right from wrong is the problem.
It shouldn't be diluted. It shouldn't be diluted. I know what you're saying, Tim, but it shouldn't be diluted. It should just be common sense. It should just be common sense.
Well, people are too soft, man. People like it's like people are offended by absolutely freaking everything.
But wait, here, Tim, I'm gonna throw you an example though. How is someone gonna be so upset about language, but they're gonna burn a fucking city down? What is that? What is that equate? What is that equate?
It's Marxism, and George Soros is betting on the U.S. economy to be like the dollar to be fucking so shit that China can start buying stuff easier, more
How-
cheaper.
Newsflash, China owns
how-
America right now. China owns
how-
America. If you
How
don't
is
already know.
language? How is language equated to violence when actual violence is swept under the rug?
The
How-
thing is, like,
what
5 of
does
our
that-
major news sources are owned by the left side. That's why this whole last year and a half we lived through an absolute hell. Because there's one side way of thinking. When one side gets an advantage, the whole world goes to shit. Like, you need a counterbalance, like the Force of Star Wars. You need the dark side and you need the light side to keep the balance of the Force. What happened this past year and a half or 2 years, it was not because of America. It was outside forces that influenced, and now America's not America. They're owned by someone else. It's clearly, clearly what
it's
happened.
definitely not America. It's definitely
It's
not
not
America.
America anymore.
Soros, as I say, it happened to Britain. He was playing the pound off against the euro, and what he's doing is now he's playing the dollar off against the yen.
When Obama came into power, that's when we lost. Like, he was already had ties with them. He's not even American. Like, by the way.
Yeah, but you don't know about financial broken and like financial sort of money laundering.
America is so much in debt to China, it's ridiculous. It's $1 trillion in debt.
Yeah, but they're not in debt.
America's already sold out. Everyone
Yeah,
knows
but no, they're not in debt. They just made it to look like they're in debt because Soros is making America give all its money away and devalue its fucking currency.
Why do you think Nike owns the NBA? Like, LeBron James, LaFlop James, like, shills out for them. Like, you can have all this shit happen in America, but he's not against, like, the slavery shops over there, like, paying people 10 cents or anything like that. The whole thing is a bunch of BS, and everyone knows it. LaFlop James is a beta bitch. I would kick his ass.
Well,
Fuck him.
well,
Fuck him.
well, Americans aren't going to take it
I
seriously.
would kick
Fuck
LeBron James'
You're
ass.
getting killed.
Fuck LeBron James. Fuck John
Fuck
Cena.
him. Michael
Fuck
Jordan's
all-
so much better. He's not a beta bitch, and LeBron James sucks. I mean, he don't suck, but you know what I mean? Steph
And
Curry
fuck-
was better than him in 2018.
You know what?
and
You know what?
19.
You know what? Fuck Steph
thing.
Curry too. Fuck Steph Curry too, because he was another whiny baby bitch. Fuck him.
Yeah, privilege. It's like America gave you all this shit, and then you're gonna complain about
You're gonna
what
fucking whine and-
America
Yeah,
gave you. Go to fucking
Ameri-
China.
America got lazy and dumb, and that's why they're getting taken advantage of. That's why Soros sees all the Americans who don't give a fuck
It's like,
about.
hey, Brie Larson, go move to Saudi Arabia. See how well your fucking feminist shit works out over in fucking Saudi Arabia. Let's see how that works out.
Yeah, or it's like grow up in a poor family and in the fucking projects and see how that works out for you. I didn't grow in the
But
projects.
no,
but I
Tim,
did.
Tim,
Like,
Tim, I brought this point up the other day. There are plenty of athletes and actors and singers. There are plenty of them that grew up in the fucking gutter and who made shit of themselves. And then they want to talk this bullshit. You're
I
talking
know.
out of both sides of your mouth when you do that shit.
You know what I mean? It's like, it's utterly ridiculous. It's like the fact that my family, my dad went to the military. My mom, my dad had quit the military because my mom had some health issues, and my dad wanted to be there for me. The only privilege I had was my dad wanted to raise me. They got a divorce, and he left. But then he came back because he's like, you want to raise our children. And, I grew up in a shitty neighborhood, a really shitty neighborhood.
Same here, Tim. Same here, Tim.
So, like, I feel like people are tone deaf in the fact that because the way you look, and there's like, okay, well, blah, blah, blah. I was like, really? Do you, like, understand reality, or you just listen to CNN 24 hours a day? Is that your news source? Come on. Like, listen, man, I wasn't born with Nikes or all that. So it's
Damn.
like,
Damn. Wasn't
you
born
know,
with a silver spoon in my mouth. I,
yeah,
I,
you
I
know what I
was
mean?
one of the few families I knew that did not have a family car in my house, so we didn't get to
My
drive around
mom
everywhere.
drove a freaking station wagon that had so many dents in it that you couldn't even imagine. And my dad didn't get a real personal car until he what he did was he worked for a factory and started showing up to work early and left latest. And that's how he got promoted. He worked his ass off and then started his own business outside of that. He's an American dream because he just worked his ass off and kept at it, right? But it would never happened because, if he wouldn't showed up work early and took the extra steps, and what
And
people
busted his ass to do something about it.
yeah, because he has family. He had 3 kids or whatever. He loved my mom, and that's the rest is history from there. But people don't realize they what they like to see is they like to point a finger why they're not succeeding. They're just like, oh, I'm not succeeding because of the system, and CNN tells me I can't.
Well, it's also selective too. The selective bullshit is what's really annoying. The selective bullshit of what they want to point out is really annoying.
No, what they do is if you look at a magnifying glass, and what CNN does is they point it down on a magnifying glass and only see it from one angle. One angle to provoke thought.
That's what I'm saying. It's selective. They're very selective. It's
What
really
people
annoying.
forget is that it's CNN and all the news organizations, Japan as a whole, is that it's a business. It's about viewership and numbers, which is not right. But how are they going to survive and keep things alive? So people need to realize that, and people aren't educated growing up or growing up in current day. They only see certain channels, what their parents are watching. They're not seeing multifaceted channels. They're not seeing the overall scope, and I think that's the major problem with society today.
Because the programming is it's very one-sided.
Yeah,
Well, that's Marxist communism that I've told you. You see, Tim, you don't know about what's happening in politics, and until you realise what's happening in politics, you ain't going to understand what's happening in day-to-day lives, because politics is controlling your day-to-day life.
100% on that. And the thing is, even international, Jens, where are you from?
Yeah,
Great
well,
Britain?
yeah. Well, it's going all over because the globalists want full control because they don't want to compete with people who are more intelligent than them.
Who want to challenge them? People who want to challenge them are their biggest opponents.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, man.
Yeah, and so they rather want to get rid of them or dumb you down.
Yeah, they want to defame us and make us look like we're idiots. If we pose a question to what we think should be.
Well, there's a war going on, Tim, isn't there? There's a war going on.
There is a war going on.
Yeah, and so any tactics they're going to use, especially when they're not the talented side. They're usually the ones who take orders. They don't give orders.
There really is a war going on.
There is a massive war going on.
It's fucking insane. It's insane.
It's not the thing is they're doing it on purpose. There's an agenda going on right now.
It's calculated. It's calculated.
Yeah. I'm saying it's on purpose. What they're doing is on purpose.
Yep, it's calculated. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
And I just right now, if I was a minority, yeah, I may hop on the boat because, like, if you're a minority right now, you're getting advantage. But like,
You know what the funny thing is? I know plenty of minorities, plenty of women, plenty of gay people, plenty of all that sort of stuff that they pander to, that are not on board with
well, that's good. That's
with
good.
their agenda. There are plenty of their sort of people that they want to hide under their umbrella that do not take to it. There are plenty of people out there.
That's good. Well, it's just like, I see what's going on, and I sat past here the year and a half and going through like real things. Like it was all about depopulation. I feel like that's safe to say that, and because if you don't look at the numbers, that people went through some real shit, and like what's called mental illness, and it's real. I mean, people were dying not only because of COVID, but they were dying more on the flu. But like what America did is paint this like thing or whatever, allowed this thing, and we were like all suffering inside. We're supposed to interact with each other. We're supposed to interact with each other. We are human beings, and that's what we're meant to coexist with each
And they
other.
tried to take that away from us.
Well, here we go, Tim. Here we go, Tim. This is where
tried to take that away from us, not just here in the U.S., but everywhere in the world.
Yeah. Well,
that away from all of us.
Yeah, well, here we go, because like this is where you don't understand these politics with the globalists. They want everyone.
Everything they were doing. I knew it from the day one. Just saying. But go
ahead. I think you're full of crap, because if you know all this, you would have been talking 20 minutes of like wondering what was happening, because the globalists want to make.
I knew what was happening. I knew what was happening, and it was disgusting. The more it unfolded, I knew what was happening.
Gens, expand, man, expand.
Well, they want machines to take over human activity, and the way they're going to do that is to get people to interact with computer. Like you've got
AI.
All this AI. Well, they're wanting to make everyone into like AI sort of superhumans, and it's not going to work, because
like superhumans. What though? You're saying? Don't even get me into saying that the vaccine. That's what they're trying to do with the vaccine.
So they live forever.
Let's not get that deep into it. Saying that the vaccine, or if the vaccine was willing to, thin out the herd, so to say.
Yeah. Well, that is what it is used for, because they want carbon emission down, and that's sort of what we breathe. And the reason probably why they want that down is so they can control people easier, smaller groups.
Who here has gotten the vaccine?
I have not, and I refuse to get it because like people have gotten seizures from it. But like I want to like address Jen's situation here. I'll tell you, man. Look, this is why I'm so divisive about this situation. I am really divisive about the situation because, I like 5 out of the 6 major news sources are owned by the left. I mean, that's not necessarily a problem, but when there's not equality or balance,
it is a problem. It is a problem.
There's no balance. There's no balance to the Force. Like if we're going back to Star Wars, there's no balance to the Force. So what I'm saying is, it's just like when one side
there's a balance to the Force. There is a balance to the Force. Wait, I go back to there is a balance to the Force. It's called alternate media. You've got like
it's called free will.
It's
called free will and doing what you want to do, despite the bullshit you're doing.
Tim's talking about all the news stations that are just pumping out left wing propaganda.
Yeah.
But you've got your like InfoWars and other like right wing sort of or centrist sort of
And they're
news
almost
channels. Like,
they're almost
no,
the same side of the coin as the
But
lefties with the propaganda.
what I'm
yeah,
saying is that the left goes way too far. Like
They do.
recently, what they're doing
I
is going
told you
way
we're
too
going
far.
round in circles, Tim. They go too far because they want control, and you
Yeah.
see, if you're thinking fucking the left, I just trying to get control to make everyone free and happy. They're not. They're trying to get control to make everyone a slave.
Well, exactly. That's
Yeah.
what the point
Look,
was in the beginning, right?
yeah, that was my whole point. But the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is, I like what I want to demonstrate is that I'm not against anyone, right? Like I'm not going to condemn someone for their political thoughts or anything.
Same,
I want to
same,
promote free
same,
thinking, right? I
same.
will get along
Yeah.
absolutely with anyone.
But
Like if
Well,
the
well,
thing,
this is why.
my
Tim,
wife is a Democrat,
Tim,
that's fine. I don't care. I
also
identify as a
the
free thinker.
the thing is though, Tim, what you were just saying right there is because you don't toe the lefty line too far enough that they will see you as an alt-right neo-Nazi. Just because
Yes.
if you consider yourself a centrist, you will be seen as those words. You will be seen as those words because you don't toe the line
Incredibly wrong
too
for
far
anyone
left.
to paint you out like that, man. I
See,
feel like it's incredibly wrong to paint someone out like that. Like you should be able to
well,
have a
so the way
conversation
for
with them.
Marxist communists start.
What?
I said we don't think it's nice to believe in if you don't believe in what we believe in, then you're a scum cunt that deserves to die. We think that's
Yeah.
terrible.
And
But
they'll
Marxist
actually,
communists don't.
they'll actually
Yeah,
say that out.
I don't think you're. I
They'll
don't
say
think
that
you're
too.
person. I
They'll say
apologize.
that too. They will legit say that too. Like if you don't agree
Jen,
with my political opinions, you deserve to die. They will legit say that too.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
get away with it. And get away with
look,
it. Their
man, I
comments will
don't
be
think
left
that.
up. Their comments will be left up no matter where they are when they say that. You don't agree with me, so you should die. They will say that. And mean it too. They will mean it.
Yeah, I mean, Jen, no, like, yeah, like, 100%. It's just like we should be able to coexist when speech is eliminated between people. That is the problem.
Yeah.
You should be able to have a conversation.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And so is like probably 70% of the world. But there's a 30% of the world that like are into Marxist communism because they're scared to say no because they'll just be rather hounded
They'll be
or
blackballed from anything they're involved with.
ostracized. Yeah,
Great times.
So people, but as I say, it's the globalists. They want full control, so they can bring in this sort of like robotic sort of lifestyle where the practically like because
So I have a question. I have a question here. Why are so many huge corporations down with this Marxist bullshit? Isn't that just going to
no one's wrong by them. Most
fuck
of them are wrong
your
by 'em.
business over? Isn't that just gonna fuck your business over?
Well, not if you're a part of the Marxist like big conglomerate.
Jens, everything has been losing money. Everything entertainment wise has been losing money. Viewers, everything
Yeah,
entertainment wise.
the one in
Everything
not
entertainment.
American,
Everything.
American stuff because they're ruining it. Or Western, but Japanese entertainment. That's earning a lot of stuff.
Okay, because they're not getting into the woke bullshit.
Yeah, that's what this woke bullshit's all about. It's making Americans and like British and Australians and other sort of like European and well sort of people who
Well,
or like Western culture, making them like depressed inside.
Sports here in America, every time that one of them wanted any one of these sports that wanted to pander
Mm.
the
Oh
Black
yeah,
Lives Matter movement, it's done nothing but hurt them.
yeah. Well,
And Tim, I know you know that. Darius, I think you might know that too. It's been hurting them every time they try to pander.
Yep.
yeah. Well, they've got to this stage now where it's too obvious because propaganda in that gets a bit too off-putting if it's too much in your face. So they want it to ease back a bit and use the sort of like propaganda that's not as obvious.
Oh,
Because then it's
I did hear this thing too, and I was glad to hear about this. Is that they banned any sort of political propaganda at the Olympics coming up. That was banned since last year.
yeah.
They were barred last year, but now they're supposed to have it in Japan this year. I heard all
Yeah.
that political shit was banned. Good for
Yeah.
you, Japan. Good for you, Japan.
Yeah, well, the Japanese don't fuck around when it comes to their cultural sort of
Good.
stuff. And they've been fighting China for like fucking donkey's years.
By the way, Darius, have you ever been a sports fan at all?
I was a hockey fan.
Did they ever
I-
try to bring the BLM shit into hockey? I believe they did at one point last year, right?
Well, yeah, but we got told to fuck right off.
I don't remember that happening, but it's possible.
Oh yeah, because they said some on the lines to what one of the fucking organisers in this shit and the like owners and that shit. Oh yeah, we'd like to do BLM, and the owners just said no. Well, we don't. We're not getting involved. We're a sports company, and so they basically probably told them to fuck off in a nice way.
Well, there was
Right.
also the racing, the NASCAR Jussie Smollett version last year, who he said people set up nooses in my fucking garage. Everyone was like, no, we found you out. You're a dickhead. But NASCAR still fucking bent the knee to this guy.
Yeah, well, it's all Marxist propaganda. Is right. Us here, well, we're pretty much, especially like because I'm here, like red pilling here to fucking that. We know the propaganda sort of fucking tools that they're using to get a race war started. But to your normal normie, they don't fucking know about politics. They still probably think like,
All right, but if you're it's like I'm saying, for your normal normie, right, which would be someone who wants to click into sports, any sort of fucking sport, and not get hit with propaganda while you're trying to watch a sport.
yeah,
While
well,
you're
like
trying to do something so simple as to watch a sport, not get bombarded with propaganda.
no, well, the like soccer fucking teams in the UK, they've like stopped it now because there was a few of
They were doing it there too, huh?
Yeah, and there's a few times the crowd started booing them and that, when they took the knee. So stop doing it because like a few of the black players and all came out and started saying, no, I'm not kneeling and that.
Mm-hmm.
There was like refusing to say, so like they just scrapped it because like no one was like giving, and like I think I stopped watching sports since like the 90s late 2000s.
It was like late 80s, early 90s for me watching sports.
Yeah.
There
Like
was
I said,
never any political messages from what I remember.
I was watching that one again, but it's become so delicate for these players and that because they wear so many millions and that is like UFC in boxing. That's why they're so popular because it's like, well, if you are very delicate in them sports, you better be real good because there's going to be someone trying to knock your head off, and they don't care how delicate you are.
Right.
Well, I don't know. As tough as Tyson was, he also seemed to be a little bit delicate, right?
Yeah, but no one cared though, did it? You know what I mean?
He was delicate in certain ways mentally, not like even in the ring he was
Right.
Well,
even in the ring he was a bit delicate because if you took Tyson past like 4 rounds, you had a chance.
Yeah. Well, Buster Douglas didn't care about his chin and that. But the thing with Mike Tyson was he was just like a natural sort of like jaw finding sort of punk.
I saw something yesterday. I was watching with my mom and my sister. It was the Tyson thing, and they had a lot of footage of the guy who brought him up in his house. Customato. The whole thing was like he had him and a bunch of other fighters there in his house. Tyson wasn't totally. I mean, he was off the streets, yeah, but he was also groomed to be a fucking world champion after he was kicked off the streets.
Yeah, that's because he was. Yeah, that's because he was training with the manager who like took him under his wing, so like trained him like a son.
Well, also the more fame got to him, the worse he got.
Yeah, but that's because his trainer died. Because he was real old when he'd like sort of started training Tyson, and so by the time Tyson had become sort of like in the like crazy sort of years, I think the because he'd swapped and all because he'd gone with
He won a gold medal in boxing before he was a fucking world champion.
Yeah. Because like I forget like the trainer's name, but then he went with the promoter.
Customato. Customato was the guy who took him in.
Right. Yeah, but then when Customato sort of like got too old to like training that, he went with King. What's his name? It was Don King.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. That guy.
And then he started going off the rails there. Yeah,
that fucking guy fleeced everybody that he was ever.
Yeah.
Don King was a scumbag.
You know, Tyson has a podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
Hotbox and Wookiee came up with the name.
I never saw that.
Me. Yeah, I've watched it a few times. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I know he's got he did have a ranch where he grows weed, and I think people come and like buy weed, and I think
Tyson.
Yeah,
he's an interesting guy.
I don't know if he like makes his own sort of special brand, or he just sells other people's brands. But I'm sure he's got a ranch and he sells weed at his ranch, where I think it's a hotel.
I know he's a pigeon enthusiast. I knew that.
Yeah, from Mike Tyson's Mysteries.
It looks like Tyson Ranch is the name of his brand.
All right. Oh, yeah, he's got his own brand, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that's I don't know if that's the name of the strain, but that's like the name of his brand.
Hey everyone, I'm going to bed. It was an honor to be on here, Slasher, Moira Kitty, Darius,
Thanks for
Better.
coming through, man.
Oh no,
Yeah,
man.
Good talking to you, Tim.
Always a good time. I will talk to you all later. Peace.
Yeah. Have a good one, Tim.
Good night, Tim. Slash, I don't know if you saw my message 10 minutes ago, but I'm about to go to bed too.
Yeah, I got you.
But it's been a pleasure hanging out with all you guys.
Yeah.
I'll still be
you
listening.
too.
All right. Good night, Slasher. Moira, always a delight to see you.
Moira's in the phone zone.
Yeah.
Moira,
And yeah, it's always fun talking to you.
you're not muted, Moira. You can hear us.
I think she's asleep. I think she sleeps like that.
No, she's not asleep. Darius,
All right. Have a good
always
night.
a pleasure, bro.
I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
It's Darius, right? Yeah, remember she's a kitty, and cats sort of like do sort of cat nap when they look like they're half awake and that. But yeah, if we do,
She is awake. She's awake.
uh,
Anywho, holy shit, I'm almost at 3.5 hours. I was gonna run an hour because I didn't expect anyone to come through. So
yeah, and I think I had to like leave that bit. So yeah, sorry about that headphone call thing. Like, don't know, like how to like swap from like the StreamYard onto my phone. So I just had to like quit out of the StreamYards and that.
oh
sort of
yeah.
thing.
Well, you
Yeah.
said to send it to you again. I was about to as I was about to send it to you again. I saw you you came back in, so I was like, okay, enough.
Yeah, so I was like expecting a call, but not that early. Well, yeah.
But anywho, scroll up. I'll go from Kronos, Keely Chow, just another red shirt. Of course, Darius, who was here, and JJ, who was here. JJ, who's my boy. Love JJ. Angelus. Wookie. Jedi Bill.
Kelly Crook, Chow.
Yeah, Keely Chow. I gave props to Keely Chow.
Yeah.
Oh, Jens, you were still in the comments, even though you were on even though you were on stream already. You were still in the comments, and so was Darius.
Yeah, well, I can like read the comments because like easier because like, it's on my laptop, and so.
Oh, Angelus was here too. Angelus popped up here too, right? I believe Angelus did pop up here.
Yeah. Oh, and Kronos.
Yeah, Kronos. Yeah, Kronos is that. Well, see, I got limited from when I'm scrolling up on a StreamYard of who commented first. I don't know why, but anywho. Hey, Jens.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Jens Peder. I saw him like put any videos up, and so it's getting like 3 or 4 months now. But I've got to because I've got a race with Darius to see who can put some up and that, and so yeah, and hopefully I need to start doing some live streams. So yeah, you can come on my live stream and that I'll put open chats and that in.
When you do a motherfucking live stream, you better invite me, you motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'll like definitely send you the link in that, but it'll be one of them where if there ain't no one there, like I'll put the link in the chat. So yeah, it'll be one of them where I'll try and do some live streams where people can come on and like just chit chat and that.
I got
and,
you.
Yeah. And I've got like
so I'm
Twitter.
invited. I'm invited. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely, man. Okay. Yeah.
We could talk
Be-
some bullshit.
Yeah. Be one of them where if like we do some crazy stuff and that, it'll, it'll, it'll be sort of like, yeah, I don't care what you're saying. That I won't cut you off, even if
That's
like you get me like chat channel like demonetized and that.
Darius says you're racing now. All right.
But yeah, and Twitter account which is 27A Pedersen, I think. But yeah,
Oh, Wookie's showing his newest garbage. Your newest garbage? What do you mean garbage?
yeah. Oh yeah. Well like we'll have a look at that.
Wookie, always nice to have you coming through. I love
Yeah,
Wookie. Wookie's awesome.
yeah. How do him know he's dyed his hair blonde?
But hey, phone woman, phone lady.
Yeah, you got to talk, Cat. I think she's been
I,
listening to humans.
here you'll find Moira. She'll be around. But anywho, so I guess I should start doing this for myself, right? Oh wait, Moira. Now Moira just got awoken.
Yeah, well, I think she got cramp. I think she's getting cramp.
Hey Moira, can you hear me? Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna do this right. I'm gonna do this right now.
Yeah.
What's up? Slasher McSplitter. I do nonsense talks about random things. Sometimes I'll talk about video games. Sometimes I'll do live streams about nothing. Sometimes I'll do watch parties of stuff. I like talking to non-abrasive people. Even if you're gonna be abrasive, just expect some of the same treatment back. And yeah, I like banter. I'm also on Twitter at Captain Blinky. Anywho, have a good night, folks.
Yeah, good night.
Peace out.
Yeah. I think well to stay on the info. Till Sasha comes back on to turn it off. Yeah, he's done it again, Maura. He's left. Well, yeah, there we go.
Later,
Yeah.
everybody. I did it again.
Yeah.